I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. It's a new year, but we got the same crew back in the building. I'm a large human being behind the bear. Call me Ram Bear now, because from now until February, I will be supporting the Los Angeles Rams.
That's cold, corny.
Hey, I don't care what you think it is. I got to root for somebody. Goodness gracious. Look, also joining us here in the Speakeasy, the creator of this show, the man in a lot of pain because his 49ers, the team that he was talking all that good stuff about a week ago, look like trash tonight. Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing today?
I'm sick. I'm literally the most disgusting, meaningful game I've ever seen the Niners play. Disgusting. We got a lot to get into. Glad y'all are here. Y'all can be doing anything on this beautiful Saturday night. You're hanging out with us. Make it a good time.
Yeah, no, it was an absolutely disgusting performance. And speaking of someone else utterly disgusting on that football field, but in a good way, we have the shiftiest running back in the history of NFL, other than Barry Sanders. He said that himself. I'm talking about the leader all time in rushing for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm talking about 2-5, 2-5. LaShawn Shady McCoy in the building. How we doing today?
Thanks for the intro. It's 2026. All the bull crap y'all got going on, need to stop it. I'm not just talking about to the fans. I'm talking to y'all in this Speakeasy.
Shots being fired early.
It's 2026.
Shots fired early.
We can't have Cowboy fans talk about the Rams. Huh?
Let's go Rams, man. New year.
That's some corny. That's
Got
corny, yo.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Also joining us here, the proud Hoosier, the man whose team is now in the national semifinal. Social Trey in the building. Indianapolis is on.
Come on, man.
How we doing today?
Listen, man, I'm glad to be here. It's a great year. We left 2025 roasting me to oblivion about crying at my wedding. I hope we can put that behind us and have a great start to the year, fellas. Please.
I like your setup, though, dog.
Thank you. You know, just a little.
Instead of complaining to Acho, you just dealt with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nice table. Nice jacket. Nice towel.
Yeah, all that.
Towel for the crime, man.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, enough about Trey's soft tears. Let's go ahead and talk about what went down here tonight, Saturday Night Football in the NFL. Seattle Seahawks secured the 1 seed in a 13-3 victory tonight over the San Francisco 49ers, a defensive game that, Brock Purdy just got absolutely obliterated in all night long. Fellas, who do we blame for the 49ers shortcoming tonight?
It's the Niners defense. And I should have known this was going to happen, Shady, because Robert Saleh said something, and he said it about 3 weeks ago, and everybody let it slide. But if you listen closely to what Robert Saleh said, it would absolutely explain what just went on today. Kieran, I'll have you pull it up. I believe it's in the doc. But when you think about the time of possession, 38 minutes for the Seattle Seahawks, 22 minutes for the 49ers. Total yards, 360 for the Seattle Seahawks, 170 for the 49ers. So how the hell does that happen? Because the Niners defensive coordinator, he said himself, he doesn't care about yards. He only cares about points. That matters to a degree, but it stops being of concern when your offense never has the opportunity to possess the ball because the opponent keeps getting yardage and first downs and yardage and first downs. Here is Robert Saleh from a couple weeks ago. I want y'all to take a listen to it.
I gave up on yardage a long time ago, and it's about winning football games, keeping points down. Doing whatever you can from a schematic standpoint and a play calling standpoint to make sure that
bring us back. Think about this for a second, y'all. If you look at the score of this game, 2-5, 13-3, you'd be like, oh, must have been a really close ball game. It must have been a tense fight. It must have been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hell no. It was a blowout. This game was a blowout. The Niners got whooped, demolished, mollywopped. The Seahawks had two running backs that had 6 No, 8x yards that Christian McCaffrey had. 2 of them. Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. I believe McCaffrey had maybe 8 carries for 16 yards. But when your defensive coordinator says, yo, I don't care about yardage, I care about points. Well, yes, on the scoreboard, you did a good job. Holding a team to 13 points is phenomenal by score. But there's nuances to the game of football. And the problem is the nuance is the Niners never had the ball because the defense was on the field the whole time because Saleh could not get his defense off of the field. That is the problem. That's what cost them the game. I don't want to talk about Brock. I don't want to talk about Kittle. I don't want to talk about McCaffrey. I don't want to talk about Trent. I only want to talk about the fact that nobody on the Niners could get off the field.
You know, that's funny, man, right? How 2 people can watch a game and think totally different.
What you think?
You know what I'm saying? But I've been there where some people can, like, read the Bible and read the scripture, and you say that, and I'm like, huh? That's what you took out of that? I watched the same game against the Bears, right? Where he said, hey, man, he ain't worried about no yards. And guess what? He wasn't tripping because they was going up and down the field. Caleb went up and down the field, but they won that game.
True.
I watched this game, and the same Brock Purdy that was going crazy that everybody was screaming about. You was doing backflips. Oh, my God, Kyle Shanahan. This is the reason why.
Why are you mentioning Brock Purdy right now?
I'm about to get there. This is the reason why Kyle Shanahan should be the coach of the year. This is why Chris McCaffrey should be Offensive Player of the Year. All them things you talked about.
Yep.
Well, why didn't I see it? I seen a lot of punts, 3 and out, 3 and outs, 3 and outs, punts, 3 and outs.
Shady, Brock Purdy's the only reason this team had a chance. Turns around on a bootleg, jumps, DeMarcus Lawrence is in his face, completion.
That was
steps
nice
up, steps up into the pocket, rolls to the left, finds Jawan Jennings, target, dots Jawan Jennings up. The only reason they got those 3 points was exclusively because of Brock Purdy.
Yo, you sitting here arguing about 3 points, my man? Are you serious?
Why are you talking about an offense?
I watch you draw up all these plays on Instagram X all day. Let's be real here, though. The way that the Niners have been playing has been totally on the offense. The defense has been bad all year, for real.
Sure.
All right. Sure. So it's been Brock Purdy in the offense, Christian McCaffrey, and the head coach.
Kyle Shanahan. Yes, sir.
That's all we've been talking about. But today your voice changed. Your energy changed. Don't let 2026 change your mind. The truth is the offense did not deliver. Punt.
Yeah.
3 and outs. Punt. 3 and outs. Punt. You had a chance to score, I told.
Shady, the offense was not good. And I'm not going to try to lie to you and say that they were. But here's my problem is go to the top.
Go to the top.
Start with the game.
Okay, let's do it.
7 minutes, 37 seconds was the Seahawks' very first possession. Niners, 1:30. Seahawks, a minute.
No. Punt. 3 plays, punt.
So that's okay, great. What happened next time Seahawks got the ball? 3 plays, touchdown.
Okay, and the next possession for the Niners, 3 and out, punt.
What happened the next time the Seahawks got the ball? 10-play, 5-minute drive. Get off the field, please.
So timeout. Hold on. I just want to get this straight. So we watched the same 49ers defense last week give up, I think, 38 points to Caleb Williams and that offense at home, right?
Yes, sir.
And they finally win the game because Brock Purdy was phenomenal.
Yep.
And I said, if he plays this well, oh my God, I don't see who can beat him. We fast forward a week later on a Saturday. We in the Speakeasy, watching the game. The Seahawks, right? We playing for the #1 seed. Before the game, Kyle Shanahan said this is the most important game of the whole year.
He said that. He did say that.
And then you come out there and you don't deliver. Brock Purdy.
Who?
Kyle Shanahan didn't deliver.
Bet. As long as you don't say Brock.
Purdy didn't deliver.
Shady.
They didn't deliver, dog.
What play did you see that Brock missed?
Bro, they went
what play did you? 19 of 27, so 8 incompletions.
This is
forget
crazy.
the stats. What play did you see where like, dang, Brock missed? Sam Darnold missing Charbonnet to the flat. I get it.
This
but what play did Brock miss?
This is why I hate about when we do these stats.
Forget the stats. Well, tell me a play.
You talking about plays? You talking about?
Tell me a play Brock missed.
Is the Brock the quarterback?
Yes.
All right. Why are y'all going 3 and outs? Why are you going 3 and outs? Because when I watch the Niners run the ball well and they win games like that, we don't say nothing, but we get the quarterback all the praise. Like today, like Sam Darnold. I'm not going to change. I'm going to give you a prime example.
Yep.
Sam Darnold's going to get credit for today. And for real, the running backs win the game with the defense.
Facts. Brock outplayed Sam Darnold.
The way you ran the ball so well, the way they ran the ball, the third string quarterback did that.
Facts.
Okay,
Big facts.
Let's go back to Brock.
Yep.
My thing is, dog, for you to be so good the way you've been playing, how you keep going 3 and outs? Tell me that. Tell me. You keep talking about the defense. One thing that people don't understand, because we always hear that, the defense is so bad, man. The offense not on the field.
Sure.
That's bull crap. You know why? Because when they get the ball, we can get the ball.
Shady.
Why? When they answer this question for me, right? Because you go to all these schools, college degrees. You got different glasses. All right, listen. Why is it that when the Seahawks got the ball, They had long drives. They either scored or was in the play,
of the running game.
or they was in
was
in position to kick a field goal.
Because of the running game.
Why was it when the Niners had the ball, they did 3 and outs?
Because they could not run the ball at all. So you're getting the third and what happened on that first third down? I think Jawan Jennings runs like a crosser. He targets him. He gets tackled and they're off the field. I mean, like, we watched the game together, Shady. It wasn't like a Brock Purdy thing.
I'm not blaming him by itself, but I'm saying the offense, they lost this game.
Agreed.
The defense ain't no buying the defense.
Then before you
the players on the offense.
Both. At the point in which the Seahawks maintain the ball for 38 minutes.
Why can't they maintain the ball for 38 minutes?
Hold on. Can I jump in here?
Before you jump in, Afro Bear, you try to be more cultured today, huh? I get it.
More culture today.
Why is it that, though? Why is that the Niners can't have the ball for that long?
Because on 3rd and 17, the Seahawks converted on a run play.
I'm done, y'all. All the excuses. I'm done.
Okay, Acho, we gotta be real here. Going into the fourth quarter, you know how many first downs the San Francisco 49ers had?
How many, sir?
5.
Okay.
5 first downs all game. They had 4 empty drives without picking up a first down.
Fair.
Guys, you have to be able to sustain drives if you want to play complimentary football. You know how you don't put you know how you keep that game from getting more ugly by having your defense out there more and more and more by picking up first downs.
He know that.
True.
But you need to be able to pick up some first downs. The San Francisco 49ers are supposed to play complimentary football. They could not run the ball tonight. You could say it's a part of missing Trent Williams or whatever amount of injuries they have, but this wasn't a complaint last week when they dropped 42 points without Trent Williams going down in the first quarter. I don't understand, Acho, how 1 week it could be, oh my gosh, the 49ers are so amazing even without all of this. Their offense is crazy. This week they scored 3 points, and you get on here and blame the defense.
No, two things are true. Make no mistake about it. Again, who are y'all talking to? I'm a defensive player.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm always going to do is blame what I know best. And the defense allowed 180 yards rushing. You cannot, will not, and won't ever win like that. The defense also allowed a 3rd and 17 to be converted on a run. I'm also sitting here watching Robert Saleh sit with 2 high safeties as he gets gashed and gashed and gashed. And I'm like, Saleh, you have to make a change. So obviously the first thing I'm going to do as a defender is come up here and blame the defense.
Okay.
Is Shady incorrect? No. Now, I would if I believe Shady needs to move his target, if anything, move it to the running game, because I would move it from Purdy to the running back that had 8 carries for 16 yards. Before moving it to Brock Purdy, I would move it to the Offensive Player of the Year candidate, who we all agreed unanimously last week should be the Offensive Player of the Year, in Christian McCaffrey, and I would zoom on him for 8 carries, 23 yards, 2.9 yards a carry. An interception goes off his hands in the red zone at the 5-yard line. I would move it to him first before I go to Brock, but I'm not going to sit here and say Shady's wrong. The offense was bad.
It was a long game, dog. And as highly as you speak about Brock Purdy, I need to see it. This is first of all, it's a divisional game, and it's for the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
I need to see it. As much as you talk about Brock Purdy, the way he looked last game, you come out here, and if the running game's not working, well, where are you at?
Yeah.
Right? And another thing, Kyle Shanahan, we speak about how great he is. We got to talk about all that. So when I'm blaming everybody. I'm blaming Kyle. I'm blaming Shanahan. I'm blaming CMC, and I'm blaming Brock Purdy.
And all that's fair. Are you also blaming the defense, though? Obviously, you're an offensive player, future Hall of Famer, all the things. So I get you look from an offensive lens, but
obviously they get some blame because it's a team thing. But I blame more the offense. I mean, like who we over talking about on the defense? Like, give me some names. Who we talking about? Defense. Who we?
We're not talking about names, but the Niners historically should be a. You know what I mean,
bro? I'm being honest. There's nobody on defense we gonna talk about.
Fair,
yeah. Right? All the real talked about players, the money makers. You got a top 5 highest paid running back. You got a top 8 highest paid quarterback. You got a top 3, top 4 highest paid tight end.
Too, yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
Why am I talking about guys that ain't making no money?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I hear you.
You hear me? Thank you.
I hear you. I think it was very clearly to me today when you run 25 less plays than your opponent, your offense is not sustaining drives or giving you a chance to win. And I do think it is a large part to do with the run game. The run game for the San Francisco 49ers.
Who's so bad for, though?
Here's what kills me.
What's up?
Before the offense ever saw the field, the Seahawks had an 8-minute drive. So before Shady and Care Bear could even be right, Acho was right. Now, I'm not saying y'all are wrong. But y'all can't sit here and blame the offense, because it's not like the defense was gassed on the first drive of the game. It's not like McCaffrey had gotten stopped by the first drive of the game. Yeah. The Seahawks, the Niners win the toss. Seahawks receive. Seahawks go down the field 8 minutes, I think 12 or 15 plays, something like that, they don't get points.
Yeah.
But I say like that to say the defense sucked before the offense ever let them down.
But hold up.
The defense had been awful.
That's not you try to manipulate the audience. They got the ball first, so that's why. They got the ball first.
No, I'm saying it was an 8-minute drive.
But
it was the longest drive since 2018 that the Seahawks have had without getting points. Like,
I don't care about that. What I'm saying is, you get the ball, we get the ball. The good thing about football, we each get a turn.
So
you had a turn, we had a turn.
That's facts.
You did better with your turn, right?
Yeah.
The Niners that you talk about, that you scream about, that you shoot about, Kyle didn't have no bullets.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, I mean, he didn't do much. So, like, we gotta be honest. This is 2026.
Also, last week we talked about
the Eagles smash on them. Sorry, not the block. I'm sorry. You know that.
Look, we also talked last week about offensive coaches in there, or like offensive coordinators in their first 15 plays. They go out there, they have these first 15 plays.
Ooh, that's a good one.
First 15 plays for the Seattle Seahawks resulted in a touchdown and 7 points.
By the running backs.
The first 3 drives for the San Francisco 49ers resulted in 3-and-out turnover on downs.
But here's the thing, though.
You got out-schemed at the beginning.
Come on now.
The hard part for me is, like, when I watched what the Niners were trying to do, especially offensively, they threw the kitchen sink at them. They just didn't have much. It's like when a middleweight boxer fighting a heavyweight boxer, it's like hands were being thrown. Kyle Shanahan, y'all saw, he ran like a double throwback, a double reverse throwback. It got 4 yards.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Shanahan wasn't trying. They were out there running the same schemes with Christian McCaffrey. It's not like they weren't trying. They were trying. Shout out to the Seahawks for strapping. But, like, it's not like Shanahan came in here with a piss-poor game plan. As soon as I saw Shady, and I'm sure you saw it too, early on in that game where they ran that reverse flea flicker throwback, I said, oh, Shanahan trying. And ain't nothing working. So, like, y'all aren't wrong. But I'm not sitting here saying, like, oh, Shanahan, you were too vanilla. No, I'm sitting here saying, like, y'all got whooped. Y'all missed Trent Williams. Crazy enough.
Oh, that's what we doing? Oh, good.
I mean, I think they missed Trent.
He went out last week.
I think they missed Ricky Pearsall. Crazy enough.
First quarter. I want to ask you this question real quick, Acho. I don't want to change the subject, but I got to.
Okay.
You think this team is going to go far in the playoffs?
Nah, I can't. No.
Oh, you change your mind? I like that.
Here's what I'm curious about. Because remember, D. Winters goes out early. Ricky Pearsall didn't suit up this game. Trent didn't suit up this game. Last game Ricky Pearsall played, he was their leading receiver.
Yeah,
5 catches, 85 yards. So I can't sit here and act like this was the Niners team we'll see next week. Trent should be back. Pearsall should be back. And D. Winters, linebacker. They had a linebacker I've never even seen before. Like, guys,
Eric Kendricks was out there, man.
But even they had another dude. had a white dude.
Guy.
I've never even seen this dude before.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here and act like the Niners were out there at near full strength. I'm not even offensively. I'm not going to act like that. If the Niners run out there with this roster in the playoffs, no, it's not possible. It's not possible. You run out there with this roster against the Eagles, it's not possible. I mean, how can you win? Like, Juwan Jennings now is your number 1. You know what I mean? Like, how can you win? And then you don't even have a speed 2 with Pearsall. Like, how can you win?
Okay, so he makes that big of a difference, you think?
I think Shanahan has always had a gadget guy.
No, but I'm saying, I'm just asking you, because you name all these guys that's injured, right? You think Pearsall's that big of a difference where this is going to make his game different?
Yeah. Because I think Shady, he's responsible for 3 to 7 points. Like, Shanahan's always had a deep. Remember last week? Like, Pearsall last week took a crosser 27.
We going last week?
He played last week.
I know. I'm saying. I know. I didn't think you want to talk about last week because this week was way opposite.
I think that Pearsall's responsible for a big play, and a big play is 3.7 points.
I can't confirm that. I think he's solid. I don't know if he's like if we're betting makers, odd makers. I don't think he plays or don't plays make a big odd difference. But I could be wrong though. I don't know. What you think?
No, I don't think he's that much.
Hell no.
He is a difference maker. Don't get me wrong, but he's not that much of a difference maker.
But this game needed a big play. What was the Niners' longest play this game?
That's fair.
You need a guy you need a Debo, you need a Pearsall, you need somebody who can just take a slant and go for 15. Now Debo can take a slant and go for 50, but you need somebody who like a dynamic player with the ball in their hands. Juwan Jennings is not that. Really good receiver, number 2, number 3. He's not dynamic with the ball in his hands. Kittle, I don't know how healthy he is, but this game, like, he's not, you know what I mean? Like, you just need somebody dynamic.
I think if he's out, I mean, I can't say he's dynamic. I think he makes some plays before. So a lot of guys are not dynamic that make plays, but to count on him to make a big difference, I don't think no D coordinator is like, oh my God, he's out there or not out there. What you think? No,
but here's what that difference, Shady, is. It moves everybody down. Now Juwan Jennings is the 1. and now Robinson is the 2,
But I
and
think
now Bourne is the 3.
But they all are in the same. I'm saying when I watch the wide receiver core, they all in the same mix. They all the same type of guy for real. They're just different builds. One's bigger than the other one, but they all the same type of talent. I don't think no cornerback on the opposite team is like worried about anybody in that room, no matter who's hurt, who's not hurt.
I don't disagree there. I just think they're used differently. And I think Shanahan needs a gadget guy. And without Pearsall, ain't no gadgets, ain't no guys.
Yeah. They had a good year, though.
They had
a good year, man.
I think they did have a good year.
It's going to end soon.
They had
a really good year.
Them winning with the amount of injuries they've had was never realistic. But, I mean, they did look great for the time being.
Nah, I got a lot of respect for the Niners, though.
Maybe they go on a little run. I'm not going to count them
out.
No,
they going on a run.
I don't think they're a Super Bowl
I got a lot of respect for the Niners because the way they look this year, nobody count them to do that. They did some things that nobody believed in.
JD, it's not over. Everybody relax.
Oh, this shit's over.
If Trent's here, it's a future first ballot Hall of Famer. Pearsall's a first-round pick that can give you 5 catches for 85. He just did it last week. Everybody relax.
Yeah, I'm not saying the season's over. I just know y'all expect y'all to be a Super Bowl team. Also, I will say this. The reason why things look so differently from last week to this week was because they played the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks are now officially your number 1 seed in the NFC. They have the best defense in the NFC, both in total yards allowed and also in scoring defense. Their defense has been unbelievable all season. Fellas, the Seahawks are cooking. Are they a legit Super Bowl threat because of that defense?
Well, before you go, why we got to show his picture, though? See, this is what I hate about the NFL, yo.
Whose picture?
Look up there, the quarterback.
We'll pull up the tweet. So look, we got...
Dog, he did the bare minimum today. He get all the credit. This is what I hate about these quarterbacks.
This is what you're the highest paid person on the roster more.
But I'm saying okay. So the other day we was talking about him, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, 13 wins,
13 back-to-back quarterbacks.
And for him to even be on there is crazy because we watched tonight.
Yeah.
If you watch tonight, the first 2 drives was all running backs, either runs or screens. Yeah. He didn't barely nothing. It was so bad. They ran the ball 39, 38. We don't want to throw the ball at all.
Yeah.
Like it's embarrassing. Like, we put his picture up there.
He's not wrong.
Come on, yo.
Here is why I don't trust the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. Because, bro, look no further than the first possession. Zach Charbonnet is wide open in the flat.
Did you see that?
The call was perfect. The execution was perfect. Offensive execution was perfect. Everybody was perfect. Sam Darnold got an F on that play. Everybody else got an A. Play caller included, and Sam Darnold gets an F. As a result, Sam Darnold takes a sack. The Niners have 16 sacks in 17 games. And the Niners get a sack on 1st and goal at the 1 because Sam Darnold fails on that play. Now, instead of the Seahawks going up 7-0, it's 0-0. Seahawks don't get points on that drive. And this was a game that every single point mattered. There's no way you can trust Sam Darnold to make a Super Bowl caliber push when those mistakes are being made. Now, I trust the Seahawks this year more than I trust the Vikings last year. So I trust Sam Darnold's representation of his team this year more than I trust Sam Darnold's representation of his team last year. But if you watch that game today, there's no way you can say, like, I trust Sam Darnold.
Are you kidding me? Hell no, I don't trust him. Are you kidding me? Bro, he tried to give up the game. Everything's going perfect. Defense playing great. Shutouts. The running game's going great. Play action's going well. Some way, somehow, he wants to mess it up. And he almost fumbled the ball away. You see that?
Yeah.
Like, dog. This is why I hate these stats. Because when you watch the game, there's no way that you can tell me that you feel safe as Sam Darnold as your quarterback. Last season, you've seen it with the Vikings. He played great all year. As we get to the end part of the year, it's closing out, he starts looking like the old Sam Darnold. Seahawks had a solid year. The good thing about him is you got really good running backs, really great defense, and you got a number 1 wide receiver that's probably the best in the game. Like today, I think he threw a pass to him on the sideline for like a 2-yard pass. He breaks 2 tackles. He's up the sideline for like 18 yards. Right? It's just like stuff like that it's not going to show in the stats. It's going to say a pass for 18, 12, 20 yards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm a Seahawk, I'm terrified because if we can't run the ball, we are going to be in trouble. Because one thing we know about Sam, he gets scary in the pocket and see ghosts, and he will throw picks. It's the truth.
I'll tell you this, though. With Sam Darnold, what I saw today is they can win games if he just doesn't lose them. What I mean by that is Sam Darnold's job is not to go out there and win the Seattle Seahawks football games with his arm by making big plays downfield, do all of that. No, Sam Darnold's job is not to F it up. And right now, today, what he did, we can sit here and pick apart his performance and say that he wasn't special. He didn't go out there and lose them a game, and that's improvement from where they were last year. And
is there any other quarterbacks?
It's improvement from where.
Is that all you got to do?
Is there any other quarterbacks that you can think of, Care Bear, that just have to go out there
and not mess it up
and just not lose?
Bo Nix doesn't have to go out there and mess it up. Jalen Hurts has to go out there and not mess it up.
Well, that's
Jalen Hurts. It makes way more plays than Sam Darnold, but his job was to go out there and not mess it up. And this year he's been not messing it up.
But here's the difference, though. This Seahawks game was unique. And unique in the sense that the Niners' offense was legitimately incompetent today. Sam Darnold could get away with not messing it up. If the Niners put up 10 points, completely different game. Remember, on the very last Seahawks possession, Sam Darnold almost threw a pick. Give it 3 more yards, and that's not a pick. Niners player picked it off. He just picked it off out of bounds. High ball to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Like, Sam Darnold can't afford to make the mistakes he made in the game today. And by mistakes, I'm simply saying, if you have Zach Charbonnet open in the flat, you got to take it. Most defenses aren't going to give up a 3rd and 17 conversion on a run play. The Niners played a specific type of putrid game today that allowed Sam Darnold to not have to do anything. Eagles aren't doing that. 3rd and 17, the Eagles are not allowing you to get a first down. It's just not happening. The Eagles are putting up more than 3 points. They might only put up 3.5, but another one of them halves is going to go crazy.
They're gonna put up points.
The Rams are putting up points. Chicago Bears putting up points, barring injury, obviously. I believe if the Niners were more healthy, they'd put up more than 3 points. So this was a specific type of game for Sam Darnold.
But what has Sam Darnold shown you in those games, though? Against the Rams, a team that can put up points. He threw 4 interceptions. They barely lost the first game, and then they won the second time they played in a shootout. Like to me, I'm not saying Sam Darnold's going to go out there and win a Super Bowl, but I'm not going to sit here and shit on a dude that had 14, that now has 14 wins in back-to-back seasons.
That's crazy.
He's the first quarterback in NFL history to have 14 wins in back-to-back seasons. And look, Acho, you got to say on one side, are wins a quarterback stat or are they not?
No, they are.
Because Sam Darnold,
call him out.
If we're going to sit here and pick apart his game and wins are a quarterback stat, has 14 wins in back-to-back seasons. No other quarterback in history does.
Now, context matters because you play more games now than ever. So I only hate do this in 16 weeks as opposed to the 17.
Let's do 13 games. Look at the company that he's in.
Yes. Now, I think it matters. I believe in the regular season, I believe Sam Darnold is a above average to really good regular season quarterback. I also think Sam Darnold, by the grace of God, has found himself in phenomenal situations. I really think he has. He's found himself surrounded by 2 really good defenses. I can't take away what Sam Darnold does in the regular season. But in the postseason, everything is exacerbated. Your mistakes are under a microscope, as are your successes. He can't do what he did today in the postseason. He can't. They'll be one and done.
Yeah.
He's like one of the greatest not good quarterbacks of all time. Does that make sense? It does. Like, nobody would ever say he's like a really good quarterback, but he's like he's good enough.
Yeah.
I just, and I don't want to bash on Sam because he's having a solid year. They're number 1 seed for a reason. But it's like we give him these wins as if like he's the one doing everything.
No. And that's the thing with me.
He's having 4 picks.
Sam Darnold is not the reason the Seattle
Seahawks
Seahawks are a 14-win football team.
But he's
not. He's going to get all the credit for it.
Here's the hard part.
It's terrible.
Because they're going to get the bye. Now that game they played, that first playoff game, ain't no. It's not the Packers. Packers probably aren't making it through. Like, y'all finna mess around and have to see the Eagles.
And you know how that's going to go.
You know what I mean? Like, and good luck. Like, because y'all get that bye, and shout out to getting the bye, because at least you advance to the divisional round. Like,
home field in Seattle?
That's a tough. Who's saying the quarterback? That's what I'm saying. You gonna beat the Eagles with giving us 3 picks?
If we're being real, Sam Darnold is probably is he the worst playoff quarterback in the NFC?
Oh, I mean, what you?
Excuse me. NFC South has a quarterback, Baker or
right. Like, come on now.
Baker,
I'm saying, hold on, Baker, him is like.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Shit.
Wow.
And this isn't even hating. I think realistically speaking, if you're to draft NFC quarterbacks, Sam Darnold's going 6th out of the 7. Yeah, unless you want to make an argument over Sam for Jordan Love, but I can't even make that argument.
Let's see, your quarterbacks are going to be Sam Darnold, Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts, Baker, Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford, and Green Bay.
Jordan, yeah.
Yeah, or Bryce Young could get in there too.
Bryce in there, but Bryce and
Bryce is below
and Baker. But real quick though,
yeah.
Sometimes I feel like we're not talking about the same Sam Darnold. We are talking about the same.
Absolutely.
Okay, he's like one of the bottom tier quarterbacks in the playoffs, right?
I mean, yeah,
we've only
seen him in the playoffs one time.
But I'm saying, okay, all the quarterbacks is playing in general. He's one of the He's on the bottom
He's
tier,
the one
right?
that you believe the least in.
Correct.
He's on the bottom tier, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Okay.
This is a different playoffs, though. I'm just being honest. You have a lot of game managers in this playoff. You do.
It's the
You have a
Cowboy.
lot. You have a lot of guys that are not messing it up for their teams in this playoff.
Name them.
Bryce Young, if he gets in, don't mess it up. Baker, if you get in, he's not. Baker might have to go out there and actually win the game, but still not crazy.
Do that.
Bo Nix, don't mess it up.
But hold on, we can't. And I don't.
But the difference is
Baker's not
this,
in
though.
there
CJ
like that.
Stroud, don't mess it up.
But I think your premise is a little off because
Thank you.
Baker can't manage the game and win.
Right.
Bryce
That's
can't even
fair.
manage the game and win.
Come on now.
The games
Like-
that Baker has been losing, he throws late
Agreed,
interceptions.
but Darnold can manage the game and win.
Yeah.
For the Bucks to win, Baker has to.
Do you
play
think
well.
Baker managed the game today?
The Panthers aren't a playoff team, and if the
They
Panthers
might
win
be, though.
but like, but you
Falcons
see, like
went away.
they're losing teams.
Yeah.
Baker
Mm,
can't
yeah.
manage the game against the Eagles.
Yeah.
And win,
No, that's
or the
true.
Rams,
Right.
or the Niners,
There you go.
or the
There you
Bears,
go.
or the Seahawks.
That's true.
Baker got to go crazy.
Baker has to play
has
above
to.
his. Okay, but CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold, those guys need to not lose the game for their teams.
Yes.
They have elite defenses.
Elite defenses. Yes, that is fair.
That's my thing.
That's-
It's
I know
just-
we got
it's
some
a
super
formula
chats,
for
though.
We got some super chats. We got to get to these super chats. Look, our guy Dominic Scott 1962 says Sam cleaned it up. Defense held it down, and they got that number 1 seed. I need to see it again in the divisional round, but hey, they performed today. K9 and Sharps, and that defensive line made them Niners look soft. Pressure all night and great running lanes. Simply put, go Hawks. We got some woohoos in the back. Silas in the $20 super chat and said this game was horrible and had me yelling at the screen. Why the F were we not sneaking on 4th and 1? And the defense was cheeks. Why the F was Pearsall not out there? Straight trash. Hope up for the next week. We'll see what happens. Central Cast, our guy said, defense couldn't stop a damn blade of grass, and CMC needs to use his hands. Tired of him fumbling the ball around. This is constant with him and that offensive line. So, Stelves, our guy from Australia, sent $50. 50, what is it, Care Bear? 50 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
All right, cool. He said, Acho, come on, Mike. If Philly does this in the playoffs, Jalen's getting killed by you, so give the same level of criticism. They're getting banged out week 1 of the playoffs. Keep them. We want to.
You want to that one, Nacho?
Give me that one more time.
Okay, so he said, come on, Mike. If Philly does this in the playoffs, Jalen's getting killed by you, so give the same level of criticism. They're getting banged out week 1 of the playoffs.
If Philly does what the Niners did,
I think that's what he's saying. If Philly does this in the playoffs, Jalen's
He's saying like if it was Jalen Hurts.
yeah. But see, the only reason I can't say that is remember when the Bears went into Philly and ran all up and down the field on the Eagles? I talked about the Eagles defense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember what Jalen and them did. Jalen may have thrown for 400, may have thrown for 4. I don't remember.
Yeah.
If your defense gets gashed, you ain't got a chance, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't got a chance.
I just love how like Australian that sentence is written though.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
getting banged out, yeah.
He said, Acho, I'm a Niner fan. I don't know 5 starters on our defense. If you told me we'd hold them to 13 points as a Niner fan, I feel like the defense did their job.
No.
This game is way more on the offense.
I like that.
No,
I like
because
that.
because there's so many nuances, right? Sure, you held them to 13 points, but you have to look at the time of possession. This game, it actually matters. Usually, I'm with Salah. Like, it's not about points. It's not about yards. It's about points. But, like, every time the Niners were going to try to take momentum, try to take the field. Remember after that interception to McCaffrey? The Seahawks have the ball at, like, the 1.
Okay.
Make them go 3 and out, punt, Niners get the ball back at the 40, they're still in field goal position. Instead, they run the ball, gain 3 yards, find Jackson Smith and Jigba, gain 15 yards, then they switch field position. Yeah. That's where games are won and lost. It's the hidden yardage that nobody talks about. So I'm not with the we held them to 13, we should have won. There's too many nuances in the game.
But can I just ask you one quick question?
We got Julian Love calling in 5 from the Seattle Seahawks. From the Seattle Seahawks.
I can't wait to ask him some questions.
Keep going.
Okay, bet. So Romeo922 says Sam Darnold deserves no credit. That defense did all the work. 13 points on that defense is sinful. Mad King Brand said, hey, we got the number 1 seed, the 2026 seed. Where are all these Seahawks fans coming from?
West Coast, man.
I guess. They said defense looks exactly like the 24 Seahawks. Held a top 3 running back to 2.9 yards per carry. Now, didn't that happen to someone week 14 in 2014? Hashtag 206, hashtag the dark side, hashtag Legion of Boom, defense wins chips. And then this last one I got is from...
Wait. They talking shit, though. You read that. You ain't know what they talking about 2-5.
They talking about him.
Oh, they are.
Read that thing. Read that again. Hold on. Read that again.
Hold on. Oh, do you want? Should I? Okay.
Now, let's keep going on.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. The last one I got, Shaz. I'm pretty sure this is our guy from the UK. He sent some euros and said, Acho, you owe Shady an apology for dissing the Seahawks running backs. Today they carry Sam Darnold. We talked about it in the chat today.
Thank you.
We talked about it in the chat today.
That's a real person right there.
Listen, they're going to keep some receipts.
Yeah.
They're going to keep some receipts.
Accountability.
Well, you doing
the same amount of yards today.
Yeah, you talking. You ain't saying the right words.
It's two words.
It's two things. One, Shady was right on the day. He was right on the day.
On the day.
Wait. On the day.
Wait.
Hold on. He's right now.
Now, we really can't preach accountability to Speakeasy and then say something like, I'm sorry you felt that way.
Yo,
we can't do that. We can't do that, Acho.
Bro, if we kept it real on this show, you and the dude that don't have a team that's wearing all these jerseys, he would say, bro, Shady, you was right a lot. I'd be right.
Shady, the reason I say Shady was right today is
Sam weak, though.
the Seahawks are going up against a putrid run defense. That's why I say Shady was right on today.
Sam
That's why I say. But Shady was absolutely right. I'll give him that on the day.
Okay. All right. Shady,
that's
do you accept that apology, Shady?
Are we allowed to just change teams, though?
Why are you on
Shady,
me?
that's a completely
Why are you
different.
on me?
Do you accept the apology? Do you accept?
Acho doing what boxers do when they lose a fight and they know they're not better than dude. You know, on the night he was better than me, bro. Like that night, he was a whole lot.
Shady
better
was right. Shady was right.
That day.
He was right on the tape. You said no.
Hey, yo,
on the day is crazy.
But what was crazy? Never mind. I ain't gonna do it. Go ahead.
That's all I got, man. Well, you did just get one more from Zaire. 1260 Sports said, we beating the same teams from the last 3 seasons. My Eagles got this in the bag. Yeah, I mean. Care Bear said Care Bear a hater as usual.
Hating ass Care Bear.
I think when I threw you the oop for the game manager quarterback,
Bro,
and you,
I said if I say Jalen Hurts' name,
anything, you're
Malcolm X Bear. You gotta pick the right team, dog.
Malcolm X Bear is crazy.
For real, bro. Like, are you a Cowboys fan or you not?
Bro, I am a Cowboys fan. I'm always gonna be a Cowboys fan.
I'm so bothered by this.
I don't have a team to root for in the playoffs. My team is in Cancun.
Shady, you express yourself.
I can't root for a team in the playoffs.
Yo, this dude do all this hollering and yelling about the Cowboys and the Eagles is trash.
That's my team.
And then he had the nerve to wear the Rams. He's cheering for the Rams in the playoffs. What are we talking about?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you just letting it go, huh?
My quarterback is from Dallas, man. I'm repping Dallas always. Matthew Stafford, a Dallas kid. I don't know why y'all hating, bro.
Can you trust him?
I don't
understand why y'all hating.
Did you skip the $50 super
That's
chat?
what they saying. I don't. But
come on, Trey.
No, I don't think so, bro.
Hold on 1 sec.
Hold on.
We got $100 super chat.
Oh, okay, we see. To explain it to y'all, they put the super chats in 2 different places, and they don't put all of them in the same 2 places. So some be over here, some be over there. But I got you, Keith. I appreciate you for letting me know. As a Niner fan, I want to give Seattle all the credit. They were the better team tonight.
We got Julian Love calling now. We got Julian Love calling.
We'll get back to the super chat. I got you though, Keith. I appreciate you keeping me honest, bro.
Let's check it out right now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's nasty to have a team that you root for come playoff time.
Yes,
that's messed up.
Yes, it is.
Well,
in professional sports, it is.
How is that messed up?
No, I'm
just supposed to watch as a fan without rooting for someone with no agenda?
Yes, because
I'm supposed to talk trash. I need an agenda.
You look crazy.
Yeah, you do look crazy.
Yeah, you do.
How do I look crazy?
He sound crazy.
You know what? The Rams, they gave me free tickets. They gave me a jersey. They gave me some meta glasses. They hooked me up.
They gave us the same shit, man. We ain't running around.
They ain't give you nothing.
I ain't getting nothing.
Look. Special guest in the building. Let's go ahead and get to it,
Why are you
man.
deflecting right now?
I'm just, I'm not deflecting. We actually have someone joining in the Speakeasy.
I mean, we do have Julian Love.
Well,
for the Seahawks.
whenever it connects,
Walter Payton Man of the year nominee.
It's
Walter
embarrassing,
Payton Man of the year.
And we just let him do it though. So whoever wins Super Bowl, I'm wearing their jersey. Cool.
So Shady, but your jersey's actually in the Hall of Fame for another team.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I mean, he doing it. He's doing it.
I mean, you like that, Shady.
That's crazy.
Just for the day. Just for the day. Just for the day. How you say it?
For the day is crazy.
For the day. Yeah. For the day.
For the day.
Seems like they were calling.
I can't wait to ask Julian what the hell is going on with Brock Purdy. He looked great. He looked great on tape. What happened? You had him in a box.
You're not wrong about that.
He couldn't even move.
You're not wrong. Should you maybe hang up and try dialing them?
Okay, gotcha.
Try that. Do we have any more? Super chats?
Well, let me get that $50 super chat from Keith Jubbit before you know what I mean. He said, as a Niners fan, I want to give Seattle all the credit. They were the better team tonight. That being said, Shady is right and Acho is right. Lonely Star Bear going out sad in a Rams jersey. I'm still proud of 12-5. This clown got Rams jerseys on. Go Niners.
Clown. Ain't clown with that bull crap on?
How am I clowning? I really want to know.
Okay, so this is the thing.
I can't root for another team.
No, you can't. You can't.
So what should I do? What should I do come playoff time? I want to enjoy the playoffs as a football fan.
Just watch football. Pick your hair out and just watch football.
You got to change teams at the beginning of the season.
He on right there.
He's messed up. You messed up. No, he's not.
You can't do it mid-season, bro.
It look good. Like someone's coming.
Might have to send another one real quick. But yeah, I don't know. Having two teams.
You can't do that in professional sports, bro.
I'm not. Dude, the Rams affiliation is done after February.
Ain't you faithful?
After they win. Of course I'm
faithful.
So
imagine having 2 girlfriends. It's impossible.
It's not having 2 girlfriends. I'm on break right now from my team.
But Shady, wait, does this constitute as cheating? You said you can't trust a man that's never cheated, and technically he's cheating on his team.
Oh, I don't trust no man.
How am I cheating on them? They're not playing.
Oh, cheating on your team ain't
Kieran, you try FaceTime.
Look, man. Oh my goodness.
Do y'all realize what I'm trying to negotiate?
So listen, we holding it down. So Shady, you can cheat on your girl, but not on your team.
Black man don't cheat on his girl. I can't really trust him at all. At all.
If he does,
don't.
That's crazy. Shady. Black men don't cheat.
No, if he's never cheated. Like what? Like
black men don't cheat.
It's like you hanging out with cops all day, man. Kidding me?
That's crazy, Shady.
You hang out with cops all day?
No, I don't.
All right, Carroll, you hang out with cops all day?
Cops all day? No, I'm good.
All right, but see,
yeah, no. Struggling to get this FaceTime going right now.
Use that link, otherwise we'll give it one more try.
Okay,
use that number, we'll give it one more try. Okay, hold on, that's not Julian Love yet.
Julian,
that's not. There we go. Round of applause, please. We got Julian Love in the Speakeasy.
How we doing?
There we go.
There we go. 2-5, kick it off,
Find
G.
a quiet spot quick.
Oh, you good, bro? We can hear you.
Hey, we just want to welcome to the show, Speakeasy. We need to know this though. First of all, Brock Purdy in that office looked phenomenal last week. And somehow this week, they was in a straitjacket. They couldn't even move.
In a box.
Can you tell us something that you seen in the preparation, or y'all just knew it was going to go like that?
Yeah, I mean, we just think that all roads for them kind of led through McCaffrey for real. So we knew we just stopped the run early and often. And yeah, we just had a real good scheme. Mike McDonald dialed that shit up. Pardon my language.
Nah, bruh. Keep it real. Hey, what makes this defense so good? Because it ain't like it's a bunch of superstar all-pro names for the last 5 to 10 years. It's a bunch of selfless dudes that work really hard, that run to the ball, to play with energy, play with effort. What's the key to the Seahawks defense?
No, you hit it. I think it's hard. I mean, you can try to, detail it out in the spring and the offseason, try to be like, hey, everybody has no ego. Worry about the guy next to you. You can talk, you can talk that. But we kind of live that way. Like, it's really special that we know our front is going to do their job. Spoon, Reek, young man Nick, they're going to do their jobs. And so it's like nobody has to do any superhuman effort. And it's rare. It's like a rare thing to find that nobody got to do anything outside themselves, just like play ball.
Hey, the Niners do have some special uncommon players. George Kittle, uncommon player. McCaffrey, uncommon player. Who was the focal point to take away tonight?
I'm going to ask him.
You said the two. McCaffrey and Kittle. Everybody else does well in the system. Shanahan really dials it up for them.
Yes, he does.
But McCaffrey, he starts to train for real. But we match up. I mean, we match up. I think having, like Nicky Manward, the rookie, being a big body guy who can run with skill. Like, if you go light, you can't block him. He can run with you. If you go strong, you still will have trouble blocking him, and we're just faster than you. Yeah. And so we just do those two, and everybody else just fall into the scheme.
There's so much talk about game changers or game managers, and Brock Purdy is one of the focal points of that conversation. When you look at him, do you see a game changer or a game manager? There's nothing wrong with game managers. I played with some really, really good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you see him at?
I think the scheme kind of makes you a game manager. Okay. Like Shanahan, he's playing Madden on the sideline pretty much. It feels like. He is. He has all right, your progression's here through here. And that's kind of how they operate. They're a progression team. He's going to find his spot here and work through. Now, he obviously can scramble and has the arm to do all that stuff, but he gets in danger when we disrupt timing. That was kind of like, that's a focal point. As a progression team, you got to disrupt timing. You can make the throws, but you just know you got to do your job for real.
I want to ask you one more question on the defense. So I played against that gangster defense back in the day with the Seahawks had, and I was cool with a lot of them dudes. And they always talk about perfection. I'm like, dog, y'all are like number 1 and number 2 on everything. And I look at y'all the same way. Is there anything that you think you guys would change on that defense, or not change, but maybe get better at? Because you guys are elite of the elites.
Yeah. When I talk to a lot of those guys like Sherman and all them, they had a chip on their shoulder for real.
Yes, they do.
Those guys, they were combative at practice. That's what made them great. We're kind of not like that. Like, we're pretty low key. We mess around a ton throughout the week, but we know when it's time to lock in, and it's kind of like it's just a more selfless effort for real. It's nice when you have a defense to kind of set the standard for in the Legion of Boom. Yeah. Well, we're not the Legion of Boom, but man, we got some dogs for real.
Hey, everybody got questions and doubts still about Sam Darnold. What would you say? Shady's raising his hand because he's everybody. What would you say to people who have their doubts about Sam Darnold? Are they justified? Should they be removed by now? What would you say to those people?
No, I mean, we have a great run game. When we can get that going, it opens up our offense. We have the top whatever scoring offense in the league right now. Like, it's just kind of how the system we want to operate. Last year, we had troubles because we needed to throw for 500 yards a game to win.
Right.
That ain't the case this year. It's like we got a dominant defense. Teams just doing their thing. Sam just control the game. That's kind of what we trust him to do, and that's what people looked at him to do. We don't need him to do a ton of stuff. Just let's control the ball and make plays we need to. And he made the plays down the stretch, made those sideline throws, scrambled when he needed to make it happen.
Hey, lastly, because I'm a defender, bro, people don't really realize the mentality on defense. I think y'all are unique. In the AFC, the Texans' defense goes crazy. Broncos' defense goes crazy. But in the NFC, I think y'all are the cream of the crop. What's your mentality every game? Is it hold them to 13 or less? Is it, if our offense gets 7, we should win? Like, what are the bullet points in the locker room, in the safety room, in the DB room, in the facility? Like, take our audience there. What's the mantra for y'all?
Like, it's funny. We were just talking about this week. Kind of as you recap, the whole year, and we figure shit out for real. Like, not every game is gonna be holding the 3 points, holding the 0 points, whatever. Like last week, Carolina, we adjusted at half. Rams, we down the stretch, we corrected. Yeah. It's just like we're gonna find a way. We can win multiple ways. On defense, we like that. Having Mike McDonald though is a luxury for real. As a safety. As a guy, who's quarterback in the defense, he just sees football different. Like, he's not the most charismatic guy in the world, a little introverted, but we don't need him to be that. And thankfully, he lets us be ourselves. So he dials it up for the people we have.
Yeah, love that. Hey, congrats on Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee too, by the way. That's huge. Sir. That's huge. Yeah, thank you. Where does that rank to you as far as accomplishments? I don't think people realize how much that means to players. It's big, bro.
Listen, I'm a Chicago kid. Walter Payton, man, that's like, he's the cream of the crop. There's no better than him, and so it's a huge honor. Everybody back home, getting emotional. It's a huge thing for real. But I don't know. I mean, I was banged up a little bit this year for the first time, and I just tapped into the community. I was that kid that looked up to, legends, looked up to you guys, and just anything to shake a hand. I feel like I was that kid, and so that's kind of my mindset. Just be available for these kids, man, and it goes a long way.
Love that. Hey, well, congrats on the dub. Stay healthy and make a deep playoff run, bro. Rooting for you.
Yo, good luck,
yes,
brother.
Sir,
hey, round of applause, please. Round of applause, please. That's Julian Love. That's Julian Love. Hey, you never know what you're going to get.
You said a Rams jersey? Oh, he was
talking, like he's tripping, right?
My dog, please. You never know what you're going to get in the Speakeasy. I like what he even said, Shady. You called it about Sam Darnold. Like, look, we got a really good running game. Don't make him do too much.
Stop right there. Now you can say I was right.
I said you were right.
Yeah, it was different after that. After the interview, you can say it's like way different.
Shady, you were right.
There we go. There we go.
I love that he said he looked up to y'all, and I knew he was lying about you. It was good.
That's the evil guy. He's the evil guy.
Yeah, that's a bad dude.
I saw he had the ring on his finger. I was so tempted to ask him if he cried at his wedding, but
you should have.
I should have. Yeah, I should have
that opportunity. Look, moving forward. Speaking of tears. Browns fans might be crying tears of joy just like Social Trey here pretty soon.
Well,
the Browns are reportedly leaning towards moving on from head coach Kevin Stefanski per Diana Rossini. GM Andrew Berry is likely to stay per Rossini as well. Fellas, a lot of chatter online. Do we blame Shedeur for Kevin Stefanski's exit?
Well, it might be a different set of tears here in the Speakeasy.
Oh, I'm gonna be doing all type of dances.
It might be a different set of because this guy to my immediate right has been caping for Kevin Stefanski all damn season.
Stefanski, man, go ahead and give us
real talk though. Kevin Stefanski will be fired Monday. I'm guaranteeing it.
Whoa.
I'm guaranteeing it. I'm guaranteeing it. And when he is fired, I'm gonna put my ankle braces on. I'm gonna tie them real tight. Put my knee braces on. I'm gonna come on real tight. I'm gonna be able to speak easy, do all type of dance moves.
You gonna be like B-boy, breakdancing, all?
He got to go, man. He got to go.
And he's gone Monday.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed,
His ass is gone. You wanna know how I know?
Guaranteed.
How you know?
Can't tell you that, but just know this. I sure know how I know.
That sounds like some. Let me see if I can.
Stefanski, man, we want to hear from you though. What do you think?
What's the odds on him getting
Stefanski's crazy.
No, it's not Shedor's fault Stefanski's gone. It's Stefanski's fault. And the reason it's Stefanski's fault, if indeed he is gone, is how he handled the quarterback situation.
That's right.
That's what it comes down to. The fact of the matter is, Stefanski was gone the moment they drafted Dylan Gabriel ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Like, if we're being honest, he was gone then. He was gone then. I don't think he's the one that drafted Dylan Gabriel ahead of Shedeur Sanders, but if indeed he was the one that drafted Dylan Gabriel ahead of Shedeur Sanders, then you can't draft Shedeur Sanders because now you look like an idiot. If you start Shedeur over Gabriel, why the hell do you draft Gabriel? And if you don't start Shedeur over Gabriel, then you end up in the position you end up this year in. Why the hell are you starting Gabriel over Shedeur? He was in a lose-lose situation the moment he made that decision. The draft is what got Kevin Stefanski fired. Not Shedeur's play, not even what Stefanski's been able to do with Shedeur. If we're being honest, I think Shedeur and Stefanski are 2-4, 2-5. So like, it's not even Shedeur's play with Stefanski that got him fired. It's how Stefanski has mismanaged this quarterback situation and how the Browns have mismanaged the quarterback situation. And I'm gonna stop there for now. I got a lot more to uncover, but I'll stop there for now.
Yeah, you said a lot. I want to second everything you just said, but my thing is like, why should we keep you? All you do is lose. They won 3 games last year. They're going to win 4 games this year. It's time to let him go, man.
Yeah.
And you handle the quarterback situation like Oscar just talked about. You bring in old Joe Flacco at 40-something years old. Then you go trade for Kenny Pickett with the Eagles. Okay. Then you trade him to the Raiders. Then you draft Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round. But then you draft Shedeur in the 5th round, but then Shedeur was a better quarterback. It's just like, it's all this going on, dog. Yeah. It's like the Kardashian, stuff going on they got here.
Quarterback.
But with not the results.
Yeah.
Like, at least with the Kardashians, they have all this chaos, everything all crazy. They got numbers. They got ratings. They billionaires.
Yep.
Kevin Stefanski's running the whole Kardashian thing the wrong way. No numbers, no ratings, no wins.
Just chaos.
Right? Listen, chaos. The Kardashians got a lot of chaos, but they win. Kevin Stefanski got all the chaos, and they losing.
Yeah. But you know what's interesting, though? I'm about to go big here for a moment. Is this the chaos that comes with drafting a polarizing person? Because you can't hide when there's polarizing. Roll your eyes, but rock with me. You know more sports. I'm going multiple sports.
Okay.
What happened to Caitlin Clark's head coach after the first year?
Gone. Yeah.
Gone. I can't go back to LeBron because I don't remember what happened in 2004. I don't even remember who the head coach was. But when you draft these highly polarizing people, it's not that the polarizing person got them fired, but if we're using nuance, a lot of eyes are now on whoever is in charge of the polarizing person. True. Caitlin Clark's coach got fired because everybody's like, you mismanaging Caitlin Clark. Nobody cared about whatever her name was before Caitlin Clark was there. Didn't even know her name.
No, nobody knew who she was.
But now that Caitlin's there, now everybody knows your name.
That's true.
And so now everybody's judging you who didn't even know you existed beforehand. How many people know the name Stefanski this year that didn't last year?
A lot.
Because Shedeur's there.
Yeah.
So I think like the moment you are in control, and by control I mean coaching a highly polarizing superstar, even if not by talent, but superstar by name individual, like you are now on a hot seat. Because everybody and their mama is going to have questions about, oh, are you doing the right thing? Oh, this wasn't right. That wasn't right. So many more eyes are on you. So, again, I'm not making excuses this way or the other, but I do just find it fascinating that people that are in positions over these super polarizing individuals, oh, they gone, because everybody got opinions on them now and nobody knew they existed before. So it's interesting. I don't know. Speak to that, Care Bear, because you know a lot of different sports.
I think the microscope is on him. so to speak, but also the results have just not been what they need to be. I think if this was any other situation, you're talking about a coach that gets fired. If you win 3 games, then you go back and you win 4 games the next season. 7 games in 2 years at the NFL level doesn't cut it. It just does not cut it as an NFL head coach. And then you look at how he managed the quarterbacks, regardless of whether it was Shedeur Sanders or Dylan Gabriel, or it could have been some other random quarterback that got drafted later. It was always going to be Kevin Stefanski not doing his job as a head coach and them losing too many games that resulted in him getting fired. Sorry, you just can't go out there and win 7 games over 2 years and expect to keep your job,
and you know,
especially in year 5.
You know something else I don't like? If you're going to be a bad coach, or if you're a girl that's not that attractive, at least have a nice attitude about yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Be likable. As bad as he is as a head coach, he don't come off as likable. You see his interviews, like, he don't come off as likable. I don't even like him. Yeah. Right? If you're not going to be a good coach and coach well, if you're not going to be a coach that wins games, at least be likable. Like we can talk about all these other coaches, like even Bill Belichick.
Yep.
Never really like Bill like that, but he wins.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna have that type of attitude, just win. If you have an attitude like Kevin Stefanski, at least win. But he didn't even do that.
But here's what's so interesting, right?
Get him out of there.
How many of us were parsing Kevin Stefanski interviews a year ago? Now we're assessing interviews to assess likability. I'm not saying Shady's wrong.
No, the attention. You're right about the attention.
You know what I mean?
I always thought he was a losing coach, but now you're right, because I always thought he was a losing coach, and you get Shedeur in there. Like now the world's oh damn, he is a losing coach. So you are right about that.
But also like it's interesting because Shedeur comes with this hyper assessment of his talent, and again, we don't know how good or bad Shedeur is going to be, right? But we all believe, say there is an over assessment of Shedeur's talent. Because of an over assessment of talent, now anything Kevin Stefanski does means there's an underachievement. We all assume Caitlin Clark should be going to the WNBA Finals. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Otherwise, Care Bear Shady do. Her team went further without her this year. Remember, she was injured. And they were, I think, a game away from going to the WNBA Finals, if I'm not mistaken. So I just say that to say, like, in the event there's ever an over-assessment of talent, now we will gravely be like, oh, you severely underachieved, because Shedeur's supposed to be a Rookie of the Year talent. So now, Kevin Stefanski, because you benched the Rookie of the Year in our minds to start the season, terrible decision. Because Shedeur leads the league in interceptions since week 11, it's on you, Stefanski. So I think there's just so many unknowns right now. What is known is he only won 7 games in 2 years. Not good enough. That's what we know. That's what we know. Not good enough.
Regardless, nuance is important, but also results are. And to me, that's where it begins and it ends. We're in year 5 under Kevin Stefanski. You made the playoffs twice. The last time we saw you in a playoff game, your team got absolutely smoked, and you followed that up by winning 7 games in the 2 following years. You're not, like, regardless of the roster, and I understand that sucks. I understand that the Browns team, with a lot of coaches, would have had a losing season this year. It doesn't look good. Nobody's confident in you. And then the way you manage the quarterback room this season, tough. It is what it is. He can go be the OC of the Eagles or something next year.
How many games y'all win this year? Serious question.
Like 7, 8?
7?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like how it looks. Like, because they losing every game, it just looks bad. Where the Cowboys, they lost a lot of games. It don't look as bad.
Yeah, we're also in year 1 with a head coach, though.
No,
but we have like promise.
I know. I'm saying even though this year sucked for you guys sucked the whole year.
Oh wow,
it's like it didn't look as bad. You know what I'm saying? Where like the Browns just looks.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah,
like nothing looks good over there.
Their defense looked good in a couple of games, but for a couple of the games,
they just looked unorganized. The hard part, again, I will say, is Kevin Stefanski has had so much success in Cleveland, so much being relative, but so much more success than anybody else has had there. Kevin Stefanski's gotten really good quarterback play out of really average quarterbacks. And so it's just hard for me to sit here and rejoice over a Kevin Stefanski firing when I'm like, he got a 40-year-old Flacco to the playoffs. He got a Baker Mayfield to a playoff win in a tough division, not in this Buccaneers division. Like, it's just hard for me to rejoice over this firing. That you're looking up something, Care Bear Shady.
This is my thing. Just because you're better than what you have been doesn't mean that you're the best option.
That's fair.
So let's talk about. I brought up Michael Jordan's coaches, right? So you had Kevin Lurie. I forgot how you say his name, but he was his first coach there. Michael Jordan. It was what it was. He didn't really do that well. Then they ended up getting Doug Collins. Doug Collins was a whole lot better than Kevin Lowry was.
Good for him.
But then afterwards, you still weren't winning championships. Just because he was better than all the other Bulls coaches they had before didn't mean that he was good enough to be able to go get them championships or go have them competing on a level in which they wanted to. Phil Jackson then comes in, they start winning championships.
Yeah.
That's the change that's needed. Just because Kevin Stefanski's a whole lot better than Browns coaches before, and Browns coaches have been terrible, god-awful, like just trash, the ass of the ass, generational cheats, awful. Just because Kevin Stefanski is a little bit above and still the last 2 seasons have looked like the worst of the Browns years, I can't say that this is a great thing for them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
See, I hate that part because I don't want to give Kevin Stefanski too much credit.
Yeah.
Like Doug Collins was a really good coach, and they I can't remember where they went to, but they went to the playoffs, and there were a couple games from like winning.
No, Doug Collins is a way better coach than Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, all right,
I'm not
okay,
saying
cool.
that.
No. I'm pretty sure they got bounced in the first round every time Doug Collins was a coach. I'll double check that, but I don't think they made it past the first round till Phil.
And then Phil came in there. I think it was crazy. The year that Doug got fired, that was probably one of the best years they did.
Yeah, I think you are right about that.
Yeah, because I'd be right a lot. But anyway, that's one of them though. And then Phil came because I remember Jordan was like, it's ballsy to fire Doug. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, because he liked Doug.
Yep.
But here I think is the problem we might potentially be making is obviously nobody in here is assuming that Shedeur's Jordan. We're not going that far. But we're assuming that Stefanski is the problem and Shedeur is the solution. But
right, I agree with that.
But what if Stefanski has been a solution? That's what's just hard for me. It's like we know he's been a solution.
Years ago?
2 years ago.
I mean, that's football.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be all pros and MVPs. Cam Newton be MVP, and then after that, it's 2 years. It's like it's over. It's just like we try to look for.
But
just like how Shady will move the goalposts when me and him get into it.
Goalposts.
The Browns organization will move their goals and aspirations and things like that. And if Stefanski's not aligned with that, and they feel like Shedeur is the future of their organization more than Stefanski is, I think it makes sense.
But
for
think
them
about
to get
this:
out of there.
every second-year quarterback is typically better than they were as a rookie.
Yeah.
So Shedeur is going to be better next year. Duh. But some people, I believe, are going to take the lazy narrative and see, it was Stefanski holding him back.
Yeah.
It was him being a rookie holding him back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if Shedeur goes out there and doesn't have 7 touchdowns to 10 interceptions in his first 6 games like he has this year, people will be like, see, I knew it was Stefanski.
Right.
No.
Which isn't necessarily fair. But it could also be that they believe in Shedeur and want to invest in Shedeur, and to invest in Shedeur would mean to divest from Stefanski, which I think is more of what's going on here. Like, if it's like, hey, Shedeur, we believe in you, we want you to be the quarterback of our future, and he's like, well, I don't like Stefanski. Now, I'm not saying that's the case, but if he's saying that, and you feel like Shedeur is your future, well, then you got to pick one side or the other.
I just feel like like in football, 2 years is a long time.
You're right. And you can't go into another year with Stefanski after winning 3 games.
What about these last 2 years have made you trust him that he's going to turn it around?
That's a great question.
That's the tough part.
But let me give you a tougher part is, what about the last 40 years? Let me realistically, if I want to be accurate, last 35 years lead you to believe the Browns are going to be able to accurately assess and hire a head coach that can win.
Yeah, it's a good.
That's going to be.
You give me 2 years, I can give you 30.
My thing is, before they hire the next coach that gets them to the playoffs, we're going to say the same thing about them that way. Like they could hire their next coach could go win a Super Bowl for them in 3 years, but we're still going to be like, I don't trust the Browns before making that hire to make a good hire because they've never done it in my entire lifetime. They made nothing but hires that got fired.
Besides Stefanski, which is what's crazy.
But Stefanski's now reverted back to that dog crap. Like that's the tough part. There's still there's not a good team right now.
It's hard for you to put that. Go ahead, Tufa.
Do you think that because I think that a lot of the quarterbacks they drafted were just not good quarterbacks? Do you think a lot of that's the coaching? Like if you put some of them quarterbacks on different teams,
I think that's the coaching. I believe. And what's fascinating is we'll find out with Shedeur. Because, if you think Shedeur is better than the Brady Quinns, the Colt McCoys, the Tim Couches, the Brandon Whedons, all these people, which fine for you to think so, though I would disagree in college, but fine for you to think so, then Shedeur by next year show us.
But do you think them quarterbacks, you think they were good quarterbacks?
Through the period of which we can assess them, college and rookie year, I think they were better than Shedeur.
See, I hate the college thing because my rule about everybody was good in college.
Sure.
But I'm just saying, like, I remember watching Brady Quinn in the league. I'm like, God.
Then give it even this. Baker was a better rookie than Shedeur was. And Baker was a big...
I can't count that. He starts rookie.
Yeah. But the Browns were 1-31 the previous 2 years.
But I'm saying is, dog, you throw Shedeur in the last 5 games?
Yeah, 6, I believe now.
I mean, I don't count that. Compared to me, I'm the starting quarterback. That means the offense that fits me best, they're going to do that. The plays that fit me best, they're going to do that. No, Shedeur was just gave us a deck of cards. Take them. Compared to you the starting from day one. No. I'm gonna give you the cards, coach. This is what I like.
Yeah, I mean. Unfortunately,
number one reps with the ones like that. All that
the
matters.
whole Shedeur thing is a cluster because you almost have to throw this entire year out. Shady would throw it out anyway because he's a rookie, but he didn't really start, so you got to throw this whole joint out regardless. Next year will be interesting, but here's what's going to happen, Trey. Here's what's going to happen next year.
Yep.
Here come the excuses again for next year. Man, his number one wide receiver is a rookie, or they don't draft a rookie. His number one's Jerry Jeudy. Man, Quinshawn on the bench. Quinshawn hurt coming back from a knee injury. Man, Myles Garrett ain't the same, bro. Man, this defense falling off. Man, Harold Fannin, he just a second-year tight end. David Njoku, old now, he washed. Bro, they still haven't fixed the offensive line. Like, the excuses are...
But are those excuses or are those rationales that are logical
these are hypotheticals, and if my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bus, all right? I want you to hear me out. All they have to do next season, win 7 to 8 games. It's a vast improvement for what they've had. They should go get an offensive lineman in the draft. They should go get a wide receiver 1 in the draft. And after that, if you have 2 wins, then I'll hear you about your hypothetical excuses. But next season, no one's expecting the Browns, regardless of what they bring in, to go win that division, to go crazy, especially with the Ravens coming back next year, possibly with a new head coach. Steelers, I mean, we don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be there, but the Bengals back healthy. Nobody's expecting the Browns to go into next season and win that division. If they go out there and they compete for it, they go out there and they win 7, 8 games, it's an improvement. Browns fans can say, okay, cool, awesome. We're way better than we were last year when we won 4 games. And the year before that when we won 3.
But here's what's hard for me. It's like, how can you go from a coach who had y'all winning playoff games to now we're celebrating winning 7?
He won a playoff game.
But now we're celebrating winning 7?
Because that same coach won 7 games in 2 years. You literally match his win total over the previous 2 years. That's why I'm celebrating.
I'm trying to celebrate this question. Where the excuses? Where'd that come from?
I'm saying if you can make excuses if you want to. So next year, the Browns starting running back is going to start hurt because Quinshon Judkins, he's whatever. I think he has, what do you have, a broken leg or something like that? So, he's going to be recovering. Offensive line, they have a couple needs. I think they just need to fill one at left tackle, but there's excuses there. If they don't draft a receiver 1, you have an excuse. Even if you do, receiver 1's a rookie, you have an excuse. It's just, you can make excuses if you want.
But how you know he ain't going to ball next year, though?
I'm saying if he doesn't. If he doesn't, all the excuses. If he does, you don't need to make excuses. But if he doesn't, if he don't
ball, they're not giving no excuses. Just because who he is and all that. He don't get no excuses. If Shedeur don't ball, then maybe from the culture going, we probably
that's only.
But the culture don't count for nothing. How this world is. What I'm saying is though, if he don't ball, they gonna kill him because they can't wait to.
But I think there are very few people that objectively analyze Shedeur. I think there are people that hate him just to hate him. And I think there are people who are just blindly loyal to him. But I think there are very few people that objectively assess Shedeur.
But the reason why people adore him so much is because how the league try to do him. Think about it. Every time they try to tear down a certain strong black man, you got to ride behind him because who is? The NFL didn't ride behind him. They drafted him in the 5th round. You've been the first round the whole year in college. Out of nowhere, now you're the 5th round because the way you act? Come on. So you got to pump him up because who's going to do it?
Yeah.
Right? Same dude I could think about back then was Muhammad Ali. Think about everybody. Say anything wrong with Muhammad, we're going to have a problem. Just because how they try to do him. If they would have let Shedeur go out there and be a first-round draft like we all thought, and he didn't pan out, he had a bad rookie year, I don't think people would be acting so crazy about him. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that the league trying to do him dirty because how he is as a person, as a kid, he ain't did nothing wrong, but it's how his swagger is, you try to put him in the 5th round, that's why I be supporting him like that. That's why I want him to do well.
But last question for y'all on this, though, is and Trey, I need you to chime in on this one, too. The Browns were the one organization that actually drafted Shedeur. And yet they're the organization that's being punished the most. And that's what kills me. And by being punished by the culture. There's 31 other teams that didn't draft him. Now, 2 allegedly tried to, the Baltimore Ravens and Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
But the Cleveland Browns actually have the courage to, stand on the front lines, figuratively speaking, and draft Shedeur. And you know what that came with? nothing but Stefanski getting cussed out, berated, you're terrible, you're racist, your granddaddy's stepmom's wife actually is mad at Dion for a bucket of water. I wish people could just take a step back and realize, like, the one organization that actually did justice as much as possible, or did more justice than the other 31 by Shedeur, is the one that's incurring the most chaos.
They're all guilty.
Yeah.
Sure, but at least they're the least guilty.
What does that mean?
That means if everybody was trying to spit on you, the one person that at least just walked by and didn't spit on you, they're the least guilty.
So they all spitting, but it's that your spit got on me. I ain't trying to hear that. They all wrong. Listen, all the NFL, it's hard for me to believe that all these NFL teams that need quarterbacks so bad, that go out there every year and draft bad quarterbacks because it's such a desperate position. You skip over Shedeur.
But
I blame all them teams.
But here's what
that
I'm thinking:
quarterbacks.
Then why are we overlooking the Raiders? Tom Brady and Shedeur, they cool, man. I text Tom right before the game. Tom's quarterback sucked this year, and cost him $42 million to suck. Like nobody ain't like. Why is Stefanski get more heat than Tom?
Yeah.
Like Tom just gets to hide and text Shedeur, "Hey, good job, King."
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you paid $42 million for your quarterback to suck, and you Shedeur's homie.
Yeah.
That to me, Shady, is my dilemma. Not even necessarily with the culture. That's my dilemma with this conversation.
Yeah.
It's like so many people that act like your friends get off easier than the one person that actually was a friend to you.
So Shady actually mentioned Malcolm X. I think he called Care Bear Malcolm X earlier. And Malcolm X had a great quote, and he said, "If you stick a knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6, that's not progress. If you pull the knife all the way out, that's not progress. If you heal the wound that the blow made, that's progress."
That's a bar.
And unfortunately, the Browns organization hasn't done that. Now, it looks like they may be trying to do that with getting rid of Stefanski, but there's a lot of work to do. And they're what you labeled as the excuses. Got to get the running back healed. We got to get him an actual wide receiver one. We got to get him some help. We got to hope Myles Garrett stays who he is next season. But I don't think we can applaud the Browns just simply for doing what should have been done a long time ago.
I'm not trying to applaud them.
Okay.
I'm just trying to say, why are we booing them louder than everybody else?
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to applaud them. I'm just saying, like, Shady, they're the one team that actually lent a hand. They're the one team that lent a hand.
Maybe because they drafted the kid from Oregon in the 3rd round and they drafted him in the 5th round. That might have something to do with it.
Yeah. Also, are we booing the team or are we booing Kevin Stefanski?
Right. Yeah. That's a
are we
good
booing the guy
too.
wasn't giving them reps in the preseason? Or are we booing the guy like I don't know. That's
because so I think the counter to that would be, it looks like we've got Stefanski and Shedeur, right? They're polar opposites in terms of like what the culture wants to see, who they want to see. It looks like the Browns organization is saying, okay, we're choosing Shedeur over Stefanski if they do decide to go through with firing him. So that is, again, what I'm saying. Like the Browns look like more of the good guy now. The issue that the culture has is with Stefanski because he's the one that has been on the front line of mishandling Shedeur more so than the Browns. The Browns drafted him, so yeah, we appreciate y'all taking care of our guy like that. But then y'all got Stefanski all in the way of letting us see him see Shedeur and see what he can do and what his talent is actually going to be. And now that it looks like they may be moving away from him, so they're back into good graces. I think it would be my assessment.
We'll see how it plays out, man.
Now look, moving forward, or actually we want to hit some super chats.
I do have some super chats. I can definitely get to some super chats. We got a couple $50 joints. B.A. Jan 2003 said, as an Eagles fan, watching the Seahawks makes me nervous. Which delta is bigger, the Hawks offense or the Eagles defense? Or is it the other way around?
It's an easy one.
What you got, Shady?
Is Sam Darnold playing? Is he not playing? I always think about who's going to mess up the most. Who's going to make the biggest
that's a good point.
Mess up, biggest mistake. It's not going to be the Eagles defense.
Yeah.
It's going to be Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Why do I know that? But he always does it.
But then he says or is the opposite true, where it's the Eagles offense against the Seahawks defense? Who makes the bigger mess up out of those two?
I just answered that for you. Who you think? Who you think? Because the Eagles can mess up. I watched the Eagles mess up against the Bears. They ran the ball up and down the field. It happens, right? Yeah. But I also see Sam Darnold play his whole career.
But what if he don't see ghosts out there? What if no ghosts come to the stadium?
I don't want to play the what if game.
Okay.
Do that for Care Bear. What if his Cowboys don't make the playoffs? He'll be wearing another jersey next year. What I'm saying is, what I'm asking you is, when you watch Sam Darnold play for the Seahawks, the number 1 seed NFC team.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna mess up first, or the Eagles defense is gonna mess up first?
Yeah. You're talking about the delta between the defenses, the Philadelphia defense and then the Seattle offense. Sam Darnold's gonna. I can bet on Sam Darnold making more mistakes than Jalen Hurts is gonna make mistakes against Seattle's defense.
Yeah.
That is
I
what
mean,
it is. Jalen Hurts not gonna go out there and lose you a playoff game.
But not a playoff game. That's what's crazy.
It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, because that Chargers defense turned up against Jalen.
Yeah, they might lose a game, but Jalen Hurts is
not gonna be the reason why
you lost that game.
Yeah. That's facts.
I do have another $50 super chat. Hey, listen, we got a new Speakeasy family member, John Lozier, 8332, sent a $50 super chat and said, only my second time in the chat. Washington going to bounce back next year, ? New fan of the channel, # raise hell. Shout out to you, John. We appreciate you joining. We hope you stick around with us,
Hell
man.
yeah. Shout out to you, John. Sorry, though. No.
Oof.
Yeah, like what?
Nah, Washington's too old. Like, Washington went all in this year, and it was a phenomenal decision to go all in this year. Jaden Daniels on the second year before you have to pay him, but you're probably going to pay him at the end of next year. Bobby Wagner, though, what you going to do there? Zach Ertz, though, what you going to do there? Like, they went all in. Laramie Tunsil got him. Debo, they got him. Debo's getting older. I was arguing with Shady and James all year on the last show. Debo wasn't finna be an all-pro. Debo getting older. Ertz older and hurt. Wagner older and moving slower.
You got Jaden and you got Scary Terry.
Literally. And now Scary Terry paid. So I'm very curious to see like how's he gonna bounce back from being paid.
Nice.
Like
We'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Other ones are from Niners. I'm sorry, y'all. We got to move on. So
Keeping it moving, we got to talk about the Saints and Falcons game tomorrow because that will be deciding the NFC South champion. This is the most disgusting division in all of football. If the Falcons win, the Panthers will win the NFC South, and if the Saints win or tie, the Bucks win the NFC South. Fellas, this is gross. This is nasty. Are you more confident? Well, we'll talk about this game as well, but are we more confident in Bryce or Baker moving forward into the playoffs?
It's an interesting question. Let's expand it even beyond just the playoffs. I'm confident in Bryce Young for this reason. Bryce's highs are incredibly high.
Yeah.
I think he threw for 450-plus yards this season. When Bryce's back is against the wall, he goes crazy. Even look at the game today. Down 16-7, has to go get it. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Goes, gets the touchdown, gets the 2-point conversion. When his back is against the wall, he cooks. Against the Los Angeles Rams, the reason they beat the Rams, 2 fourth down plays. On fourth down, Bryce Young went 2 for 2 for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. When Bryce's back is against the wall, Bryce balls. But Bryce, you got to play like your back is against the wall every snap. Bryce waits to turn up until, like, the going has gotten too tough. Bryce, I need you to get going before the going gets tough, bro. So, like, the reason I'm more confident probably in Bryce's future is because Bryce's ceiling. Now, maybe this is just me being an eternal optimist, but, like, crazy. I just think when Bryce balls, he balls. We just got to find a way to get him the ball more often and more consistently.
Bro, this is a tough question. Hold on. Ask again, question bear. This is a tough question right here.
Essentially, who are you more confident in, Bryce Young or Baker Mayfield moving forward into the playoffs?
I gotta give you some credit. The way you just did that was good.
What I do, Shay?
Because man, that was real good, man. It's hard. I mean, they both be bad. You watch this whole year, Bryce, and I like Bryce. That's my young boy.
Good dude, man. It's a real good dude.
But dog, I gotta be honest, man. I gotta do my job. I don't know how can you root for him. It's like he does bad all game, then he just does good at the end. Then it's like he be throwing dumbass picks.
Yeah,
I mean he be throwing some dumb picks. He did a 8-yard and then 8 to 10 yard out route. Right, the wide receiver got him beat. He throws the out route. He throws the ball inside. I'm thinking like, well, that's gonna get picked. And what happened? It got picked. I'm like, yo, it's so frustrating because it's some players you root for. You want him to win.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's one of those dudes.
And I don't know. He's up and down with it. And then Baker, he's another one.
Pause.
He run around doing the same stuff. So I don't know. Is there a multiple choice of C? Like neither?
If the C answer was I don't want to watch either of these teams in the playoffs, then I would click that one for sure. For sure.
I want Bozy to do because I love Bozy. My Bucks, they got me in chip. You know what I mean? But I got to be honest.
Let me ask you this.
Man.
Remove the playoffs from it. Let's just talk Bryce Baker's QBs. Who you like for the next 5 years?
That's hard, dog. They just
the next 5 years?
Like Baker's probably a little bit better than him. But they're the same. They're the same, dude.
I'm going with Bryce. Bryce's highs have been high. His lows have also been low. I know what I'm getting from Baker Mayfield at this point. And honestly, I don't think Baker Mayfield is a bad playoff performer.
What you get from Bryce? Hold up. If you know what you get from Baker, what you get from Bryce?
We don't know.
We don't know.
You know, that's the good thing. We don't know.
God.
We don't know.
I've seen Bryce have some bad games, dog.
But at least Bryce is still doing this. Fair to say Bryce
I
still
don't
doing
know
this.
Bryce.
So we know, Shady, this year's the best year by far.
Bryce was doing this and then this.
I'm saying on this season.
And then now this season, this
like
season,
his career.
season he set a career high in yards, touchdowns, passer rating,
that's
like
what
all
I
that.
hate when he's got these stats.
Forget the stats.
He's having, you can see it. He's having the best year of his career right now.
Telling me he had the most touchdowns, the most total yards. Yeah, I see all that. But I see games where I watch the game like, oh damn. When I watch the Panthers team, he's the weakest link. Do y'all not see that?
Sure,
I can see that sometimes.
But there's several times you watch and say he's by far the strongest.
They're not in a playoff race right now without him, though. Without him balling late in
some of these losses they won't have without him either because he gets them.
Absolutely.
So it's like, what are we arguing
But
here?
you say the same for Baker.
They're
the same guy, I'm saying.
But here's what I'm arguing, Shady,
I'm just thinking Bryce is younger.
If an 8-year player and a 3-year player are the same guy, give me the 3-year player.
Exactly. He's younger.
How about this? This is third year, right?
Yeah.
So they got to knock on this door. Somebody got to get paid.
Yeah, fifth year
You
option.
telling me you want to pay some of that behavior? Imagine you the owner. I'm sorry. You the GM. Because now your job's on. Because you the owner, there's no real pressure.
Facts.
You the GM.
Yeah.
You come in there, he come in your little office, you got your Nigerian flags, your Nigerian stuff, right? Got your books there. I'm coming to conversation. He sit down, Bryce. His agent's in there. All right, we want to pay this dude. And he starts talking numbers. You like, whoa, how much you want? You would do that? Would you even have that conversation about some money?
I'd give Bryce a 3-year. I'd give Bryce a 3-year 100. I'd give him a Baker Mayfield deal.
But what does that tell you? But what does that tell your franchise? What does that tell your fans? Because your fans, we got some North Carolina Panther fans in the back.
Yeah.
And they up and down with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is crazy. I mean, I'm not paying him. I'm not paying for my franchise.
What are you doing? What's the alternative? Are you trying to get a free agent? What are you doing?
Bro.
Shady, after this season, you're not going to pay him?
After what season, Acho? The brother had 3,200 yards, total yards? You want to do basketball about that?
No, here's what I want you to back
It's games where he's throwing silly picks.
But think about the growth, 2.5.
Talking about growth?
Year over year.
He got taller? No, he not no growth. Bro, I see a dude that has good games and has bad games. I don't know what y'all be watching, yo.
He's far too inconsistent for me to be comfortable paying him. But the quarterback market is also such where, like, you might just have to. Like, someone's going to pay him. Someone's going to pay him to start.
I disagree.
He's not playing at a non-startable level.
And this is why this is what I hate about the quarterbacks right now. You hear what he just said?
Yeah.
And he's not wrong. This is how they think.
Someone going to pay him.
I'm like, this dude is so not bad, inconsistent. Because he has some good moments.
Yeah, he does.
He's so inconsistent. How could you pay him?
Well, my thing is, what are your alternate options?
But you say
like I have to pay someone.
You say that, right? But when I look at this team, dog, if we pay him and keep him here, he'll be the same thing as a bridge quarterback or rookie quarterback.
Okay.
Inconsistent.
But Shady, don't you think he's getting better? That to me matters.
Listen,
like he's getting a lot better.
Listen, all right. If you're getting better, I like that. But sometimes getting better don't really matter. You know what I mean? Like if you got a 68 on your report card and I got a 70 the next day or next week, is that much better? Is it much better?
C and a D. Or F, yeah. Depending,
you know what I'm saying? Yo, Dad, I got a 75 and it came up from a 73. It's like, okay, you still on punishment.
Yeah.
Shit.
I feel him though. I feel 2.5 though.
And how long is it taking?
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from. For me, it's just the quarterback market is so tough already. Like he can go somewhere. Sam Darnold, you wouldn't have said was worth a penny, and then now he goes out and he's playing on a 14-win football team, back-to-back seasons. It's like it's more about the situation
with a scary contract. That's not big.
Think about this though, 2.5.
I wouldn't pay him crazy.
But wouldn't you also say if you get Bryce a number, like there's other things that need to be fixed in Carolina besides Bryce. We need a number 2 wide receiver. Our number one's a rookie. Problem. We need a number 2 wide receiver. Can we please commit to Rico Dowdle, please? Jatavian Sanders, former Texas kid, 3rd-round pick, tight end. He was out. He's missing the back half of the season. I think he got hurt last week, 2 weeks ago.
Surgery.
So, like, there's other positions besides the quarterback that need enhancing.
Okay. I watched some games where the running backs are going for 200 yards every other week. So it's like, but Bryce gets credit for that win. I could just say so much about Bryce Young, and it's like I don't want it to all be bad.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest, it's like y'all talking about paying the brother.
Nah,
Like,
I'm a fan of
too inconsistent. I'm a fan of him too.
I know, not a fan of that. I'm a fan of building around a quarterback. Like, and if you don't have to pay him elite quarterback money because he's not playing at elite level,
Yeah,
I think you do that. I think you do that.
But you get inconsistent, mediocre football.
But if you surround him with better, you're hoping that you get better football.
All right, man,
That's like it is what it is.
Okay.
When you win, the guys that are the quarterbacks that are having the best seasons, they're surrounded with the best.
Yeah.
They like unless we're talking about the 3 game changers, the Josh Allens, the Drake Mays, and the entire NFL that can really just change the face of your franchise. Even then, Drake May has better coaching this year than he did last season.
Yeah.
Like these quarterbacks need good situations. It's why I don't like the quarterback as a win stat thing. Or the wins are a quarterback stat thing.
I agree with that.
Where we at, Care-Bear?
Look,
Well, I got some super chats. I got some super chats to get to. Listen, the super chats been going crazy tonight. We got one from Aisha said, "Hey guys, Stefanski's optics were worse than his coaching when it came to Shedeur. NFL coaches are usually swooning over their quarterbacks. Fan here 25. Much love. Love the game recap videos. Acho. +2 tomatoes for Rammed Up Bear.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, guys. Go Birds." That was a hell of a super chat.
You know, it's nasty. The Rams don't have like any sort of culture. Like it's kind of nasty. I went
Because
to a couple
they
games.
don't care about sports out here, unfortunately.
They really don't. LA's
just-
so soft, bro.
Yeah, they just don't care about
But
sports.
let me
They care about
address
the Dodgers and the Lakers.
who got super
That was
chat? There's one.
That was Aisha. Yeah, that was one super chat. Yeah.
Aisha, shout out to you for watching. First and foremost, we applaud our.
We love our women.
we love our women-
viewership.
hey,
we
hold
love
on.
our women viewership.
Come on now.
Yeah,
We
love our women
we clap it up.
viewership.
Yeah, absolutely. We clap it up.
If you're a woman watching this show right now, let us know in the chat. Let us
And
know.
Shady
Facts.
not gonna cry at his wedding. So no matter what,
No, he's not.
Here's my thought, though, Aisha, if we being real, right? Shedeur is a backup quarterback at best. Let's not call him a 5th rounder because he shouldn't have been a 5th rounder. But either way, he's a backup quarterback. Right now, we do not know how coaches are treating backups. How many post-game game ball interviews have we ever shown on our show, or have we even watched? I don't know if freaking
We watched Ben
Marcus
Johnson take a
Mariota
shot,
got
yeah.
a game ball after the Commanders won a game with him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if Quinn Ewers got a game ball from Mike McDaniel after Miami. We're not showing that.
Yeah.
But on our show and online, we're showing, hey, Shedeur Sanders, good job, Shedeur. So like, we don't know if Mike McDaniel did the same thing to Quinn Ewers, but hey, it's a microscope.
Yeah.
So I'm not disagreeing with Aisha. I'm just saying like there is a microscope that was on Stefanski, and if any of us had to live life under a microscope, now all hell's gonna break loose. So that's my only pushback.
I think the Shedeur thing was like, is he a backup? I don't think he's a backup. I think he should never been a backup. I think he should have been a first round draft like we all thought he was, and he's a future starter. That's what I thought. That's what you had him as in college, right?
Yeah,
That's
first.
what you college.
Yeah.
That's what we all had him as, and so when he comes as a backup, it's like we were all surprised. So that's why I don't speak about Shedeur like a backup because I don't think he is a backup.
But the only reason I say that is outside of Cam Ward, the #1 overall pick this year, every rookie quarterback started the season as a backup. That's the only reason I say that.
Yeah, but I don't
Even the first rounder,
I know,
Jackson
but
Dart,
but
second rounder, Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, but they're not backups to me though. Because, like, I mean, you're a rookie. That's how it works.
That's all I was speaking of. Yeah. The only thing I was speaking of is like, what we can't argue about, he was a backup to start the season. That's all I'm speaking of. Like, if 5th round pick, hell no. But like, objectively, nobody cares about how quarterbacks talk to backups.
Yeah.
But now because of Shedeur now you weren't treating your backup, he's a backup. What?
Yeah.
I don't care about
His situation is different,
Right.
though.
I'm with
And, like,
Completely.
it's different, and I think that's why the microscope is on it. And I agree with Shady, though, earlier. The reason why the microscope is, it's because he was a 5th round draft pick. We're watching a dude that we all thought was supposed to be a top 15 pick get treated like a 5th round draft pick.
5.
And that's why everyone's like, this is just not right. It just doesn't seem the same. Like, obviously, there would be no complaints if the Cleveland Browns 5th round quarterback didn't get any first team reps come fall camp. We wouldn't be like, oh, that's messed up if it was anybody else. But it was the fact that it was a Shedeur Sanders who everyone believed to be more talented than the other quarterbacks on the roster, which I think this season is shown to be somewhat true.
You can't say that.
Okay.
Yeah. But that you know you can't, say that.
I can't say that.
No, you know you can't.
Can't
Not
say
anymore.
that. Why can't he say that?
Shedeur Sanders leads the National Football League in interceptions since he became a starter. 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Like you'd be lying to say that.
Okay.
Like you'd be lying
So
to say that.
So Dylan Gabriel, in your opinion, is more talented.
No,
definitely.
no.
Then is
I
Kenny
think it would
Pickett
be.
more
I
talented?
think it would be a lie to sit here and say that like Shedeur, based upon what we've seen, it'd be a lie to sit here and just say like Shedeur gave the Browns a better chance to win. He also gives them a better chance to lose.
I can hear you on
know
the
what I mean?
statistics
That's all.
argument or how he's played and whatnot. But what I'm saying is, the team by the end of the season felt like their best option at quarterback was Shedeur Sanders,
the players
who they
felt
were
like-
treating like a 5th round quarterback. Whenever everyone felt he was deserving of being drafted earlier and having a starting position.
Put your thinking cap on, bro. No pun intended.
Put my thing back on.
Put them all on,
Okay.
right? They on. If Cam Stefanski's getting fired, he ain't just started getting fired now. He been getting fired.
Yeah.
Haslam knew he was firing him, and or Andrew Berry. We said this as soon as they named. How in the world, Kevin Stefanski, right after the Sunday game, I don't know who's going to be the starter. Y'all remember the very next day on Monday, I'm committing to Shedeur Sanders for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
We came on the show, we said, wait a second. That ain't come from Stefanski.
No.
Yeah. So I say all that to say, like, I don't think Kevin Stefanski thinks Shedeur is giving the team the better chance to win. I think Andrew Berry or Jimmy Haslam, whoever's firing Stefanski, is saying, I don't care what you think anymore, Stefanski. So I don't think Stefanski's like a schizophrenic coach who's like, oh, I've had this enlightenment. It's Shedeur. No, I think somebody like Stefanski, you getting fired anyway. Troy St. Yours anymore.
Yeah.
And we know that because Stefanski's getting fired, more than likely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do have a couple more super chats that I need to get to because they're gonna be on my head. Unflattering truth. That's our. That's the big baller. You know, ain't nobody gonna one up it.
Unflattering truth. You've been chatting enough that we know your name.
Facts.
So respect. We know Reese.
Absolutely.
We know
Mr.
Reese.
214. We know Mr. 214.
We know the Shady's boy from Philly.
Yeah. Eagles established since 2000.
I know what it is.
Yeah. We listen.
But now Unflattering truth, like
Come
your
on,
name is known in the speakeasy.
Facts. That's what makes us a family. He said, Acho, you got to stall Trey out. Last show, he missed $500 worth of big super chats and meal prep bear. The 49ers lost, and Purdy was awful. Don't ever compare him to Jalen. Put him in the Cancun ship with Dak. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I like that. I like how you did that. What do you call you?
Call me Cancun Bear. I mean,
No.
Meal prep bear.
Meal prep bear.
Meal prep bear. Listen, that was your New Year's resolution. They just, they trying to encourage you.
If Jalen Hurts as many injuries as Brock Purdy has, we're going to have a different conversation. I'm just being honest with you. Come on now.
Say what?
I say give Jalen Hurts as many injuries to key positions on his team as Brock Purdy has. We'll be having a different conversation.
I can't take
Listen, Keith said, this is how you're clowning Rambear. I've been a Niner fan since '88, so maybe I'm old school. I've cheered for certain players to win. My team was out, but I did it in a Niner jersey. If you're gonna have a team, at least be AFC.
They gave me the jersey
You can't
for
pick
free.
another. You can't pick another team in NFC.
I like Matthew Stafford. Since Georgia.
Still working 23 cent a $50 super chat. It said, Acho, straw man logical fallacy. You keep saying 12 has the most interceptions in a 6-week span, but you're comparing against folks who played weeks 1 through 11.
That's right.
They're defenses that have settled and are locked in. He's improved despite Stefanski. Context matters.
That's right.
Context does matter, but film matters too. Watch, I'll be dropping the tape. Film matters too.
Tape is there.
He has improved in spots. He's improved with anticipatory throws, but he still makes the same mistakes he was making against the Raiders, which is not recognizing what coverage a defense is in and just throwing careless interceptions. He threw a careless interception versus the Raiders on a slant. He threw a careless interception last game, just a 50-50 ball to Jerry Jeudy. He threw a careless interception to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I would also suggest I can't say it's a straw man's fallacy because if you throw 10 interceptions in that span, I'm not convinced any quarterback threw 10 interceptions in a 6-week span. Not even the last 6 weeks. Take the first 6 weeks, take the middle 6 weeks, take any 6 weeks. You can look at Tyler Shuck, you can look at Cam Ward, you can look at Jackson Dart. You can also just look at the rookies. I don't know that any of the rookies have thrown 10 interceptions in a 6-week span, regardless of when they played in those 6 weeks. So I don't care to mitigate Shedeur's success. I just call it as it is. 7 tugs, 10 interceptions in any week span just isn't good enough.
That's fair. 2 more $50. Our guy, Dustin Russellberg, said, what do y'all think about the Browns hiring Mike McCarthy and seeing what he can do with Sanders? He helped Dak, but can he do it with Sanders? Trey, roll tide, the better team won. I hope the Natty is Ole Miss versus IU. 2 great stories. I'm not even going to entertain that roll tide because you see who.
McCarthy, Shedeur, 2-5.
I mean, I help Dak is, I don't know. I mean, Dak threw the most interceptions in a season of his entire career. Like when Mike McCarthy got there, I don't know if that's I don't know.
That's the guy.
Dak was already having good seasons before. I think Dak has progressed into a different type of quarterback as of late, especially during the regular season. But I don't like the Mike McCarthy hire. I hated the Mike McCarthy hire for us, and I don't like it for the Browns either. To be honest with you,
Dak's MVP year, he was summer 2 on the MVP.
2023, yeah, Mike McCarthy.
Mike was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mike's a good coach. Mike was with 12 wins in a row, 3 of them, 12 wins in a row. I like Mike McCarthy over there. I think he's good with the quarterbacks. I think he's a good coach. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. Why not? I don't think the Cowboys should have fired him.
Only reason I don't like McCarthy over there, 2-5, I don't think he's innovative enough.
No.
Like I think he's gonna do what he does. But like the great offensive coaches right now for the young quarterbacks, the Ben Johnsons of the world, the Josh McDaniels of the world.
He might not be that, but he I mean,
he's good.
He a good coach. Good schemes. Yeah, I think he's good with the quarterbacks.
But my thing is, a good coach on a bad team is only going to make that bad team win.
I think he's going to find some ways to run the ball, right? Good, solid running game. He's going to throw that ball. He's going to find a way to get Shedeur going. He's good with quarterbacks.
He is good with quarterbacks. He is good with quarterbacks. You got to give him that. He's good with quarterbacks. I got to give him that.
Sure, have fun, Browns.
I know. I'm not. It's not exciting.
I don't know.
I'm saying, but like, how many good coaches is out there though?
That's the.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. I mean, everybody looking to hire a young innovator. We're Giants are interviewing Cliff Kingsbury. Like, there's a bunch of
can't give him a shot again. See what he look like.
These teams want young, innovative offensive minds.
But
that is what they want to hire.
We're starting to run through them all, bro.
Yeah. No, facts. I hear you. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Brady in the next year or two gets an opportunity, offensive coordinator.
That would excite me at least.
Yeah, that would be a little more exciting. He's been kind of in line offensively for a while, but I don't know. It's nasty. Oh yeah, you got more?
One more $50. Yeah. Mad King Brand said, "My bad, Shady. I wasn't talking shit about the 2.9 yards per carry. I was making a point to compare the 2014 Super Bowl Seahawks versus 2025, 2026 Seahawks defense, shutting down a top 3 running back who was the strong focus of the offense like you were for many years. Russ 2014 versus Sam 2026. Who you got?"
What?
That's crazy.
Russ.
Yeah, that's not even close.
That year they was loaded, man.
Yeah.
I made some really good plays, but I mean it just was everywhere.
Yeah.
And Russ didn't do too much. They ran the ball well. He threw a couple of little plays.
Yeah.
That Seahawks defense was
one of the greatest of all time.
You got to like that Seahawks defense. Only even speak about the Texans defense in that Seahawks defense of any defense around this year. And even then, but that's the only one you can even speak about.
Yeah.
Like if you want to, you can speak about because Texans are number 1 in points, number 1 in yards this year. Rare. Yeah. That's what the Seahawks were.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I'm saying, would you say that the Seahawks this year as good as the Niners in that same year?
Oh, that Niners defense?
That Niners defense.
You can have that conversation.
Yeah. No, you can't.
You can have that conversation.
They're not touching them.
Not by names.
Which Niners defense?
The crazy one. You're talking about the crazy one?
When they went to the Super Bowl. They had all them gangsters over there.
Oh, you talking about 12. I thought you were talking about 13, 14. You're talking about 12.
12 or 13?
But they lost Alden in the back half.
Yeah.
Remember Alden Smith?
Alden Smith was their best passer.
Yeah. They lost
him. He was a gangster, though.
Yeah, they lost him.
But you...
The 12 one, yes. 12 one, no. Niners defense was...
Yeah. The Legion of Boom over all of the defenses in the last 15 years, in my opinion.
The chat saying Brian Flores' name is being bounced around the Browns circle.
Oh, wow. What'd you think? That reaction?
Because of defense?
Well,
because why?
They're saying the defense.
One is,
the defense would be crazy.
Don't give Shedeur a defensive-minded coach.
What about the coordinator part? Because you always say that, and I agree with you sometimes. But what if I get you a really, really good?
But here's the other problem: Jim Schwartz is a phenomenal DC. So to get Brian Flores, now Schwartz got to go.
Oh,
but that's the strength of the team. It's like, why would you lose a strength for maybe? And I'm not even sure Flores is better than Schwartz. Yeah. Schwartz just doesn't want to be a head coach anymore. Tried and failed miserably. Detroit Lions. Shady would know better than me. Horrible. So Schwartz knows I'm done being a coach. You won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2017 as a DC. It's like, why would you want to fire the best thing that you have in Schwartz? For hell no.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
Hell no.
Speaking of coaching changes, sources are expecting that the Raiders head coach Pete Carroll will be one and done in Vegas. Whether that ends up being a firing or a retirement, the Raiders coaching search is expected to cast a wide net with Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. involved in the search as well. Fellas, are the Raiders making the right move moving on from Pete Carroll?
Hell yes. Should have never hired Pete Carroll. Get him out of there immediately, ASAP. In an industry where coaches are innovative, young, vibrant. Shout out to Pete Carroll for being vibrant, but your team ain't innovative. You went out there and hired maybe the oldest offensive mind in the game in Chip Kelly, and then the oldest defensive mind in the game in Pete Carroll. And you thought you was going to win in this young man's league. Make it make sense. Like, what the Raiders have done has just been a colossal failure, and Tom Brady not getting nearly enough heat, especially for being the general manager. So, or not the general manager, that's Spytech. For being the part owner, like, get Carroll out of there, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Shady, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, about time. right? I remember they made this. I said, why are we hiring Pete Carroll? Because he's been losing a lot of games lately. I know we want to ride on the good years of him, but football is not like that. Football is what have you done for me lately. Yeah. And lately he hasn't been a winner.
I think they're looking at the AFC West. I think when they were making the hire, I'm looking at the AFC West and I'm looking at coaches here. I'm looking at Jim Harbaugh, pedigree, made it to a Super Bowl, done his thing, right? Looking at Peyton, won a Super Bowl, pedigree, done his thing. Andy Reid, best coach of all time. I'm looking to have someone in that caliber, and for the Raiders, just wasn't the right move. I get where they're coming from making that hire, but Pete Carroll is just beyond washed.
Why you get where they're coming from with that hire? Because he's been good.
He's been
good years ago, though.
No, exactly. But I'm saying they're looking for someone that has pedigree that's available. Who's a Super Bowl winning coach that you can go get right now?
But you used to be.
Of course.
You used to be popping.
Of course.
He ain't been popping for a long time, though.
Yeah.
You know what it was, though, 2-5? If we being really real, I think Tom Brady, first time really ownership, he was trying to be safe. And he was trying to be safe at every position. Let's go get Geno Smith. Why? Because Geno is better than an unknown rookie quarterback. Let's go get Pete Carroll. Why? Because Pete Carroll is better outside of Ben Johnson than an unknown rookie coach. Think about what Aaron Glenn is doing. Could have been Aaron Glenn. Could have been, Cam Ward. Cam Ward and Aaron Glenn, they probably win one games combined themselves. I think Tom Brady said, better to be safe than to be sorry, not realizing you was going to end up being sorry as hell. Scared money don't make no money. I think Tom Brady played with real scared money. I get it. Because if it's your first time at bat and you trying to hit a home run and then you strike out, you're going to be the laughing stock.
Now, do you think they take a big risk here on their next hire? Do they go get that young offense? Do they go get a Joe Brady? Do they go get someone that they can build around? Because they're likely taking with the first pick. They're probably getting a Fernando Mendoza. Do you go get him? What does that look like now?
I think at this point, though, now you have the option to say, okay, let me interview a bunch of coaches and say, it's probably going to be Mendoza. What would you do with him? What kind of offense would you build around him? Because you can get the coach before you got to get the player. So what would you do?
Yeah.
Or get these coaches and say, what would you do at the quarterback position? And let a coach explain it to you. Hear their logic. Hear their reasoning. It might be like, I might go get Kirk Cousins. I might go to, you know what? It might be Joe Brady. You know what I could go do with Malik Willis? Think about what Joe does with Josh Allen. Man, here's what I would do. With Ashton Genty and Malik Willis, you know what I could do with that zone read game? You know what I could do with that QB run game? Try to get Tom Brady and thinking about that. That's what I would do. I'd probably go get Joe Brady. I'd probably go get Malik Willis and draft a quarterback if need be and see what I could do with Brady plus Malik Willis.
I think the Raiders are subject to eternal damnation as it stands right now.
Really?
Brother, they have one of the worst rosters in the entire National Football League. They have an amazing tight end, solid rookie running back. Outside of that, on the offensive side of the ball, nobody else to build around. Defensively, no names. Outside of Max Crosby, who you're probably going to have to trade at some point to get pieces. You have to. And to make matters worse, you're in a division with 3 different teams that are trying to build for the Super Bowl within the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
There's no winning there. If I'm a head coach, I'm not hedging my bets on going. If I have options, if I'm a head coach with options, if I'm a popular name, why would I want to go there rather than go to the Giants, go compete over there? They have at least some young talented players and whatnot. So a very talented defense. It's tough right now for the Raiders, and I don't know how they fix it.
Question for you: I don't know if y'all saw this. They said that Stefanski could be on the trade market. If you're the Raiders, and I think a head coach has been traded for maybe once. Somebody fact check me.
I'll double check that.
If you're the Raiders, do you go trade for Kevin Stefanski and try to acquire Stefanski via trade?
So you trade accomplished losing coach for a not accomplished losing coach.
Well, you trade a 74-year-old head coach for a 43-year-old offensive mind.
Losing coach. Losing coach. They losing coaches. Let's throw them away. Out with the old, in with the new. It's 2026, man. We not doing this no more. All you losing coaches, used to win coaches, going with y'all. 2026, we need efficient winning coaches. All right? If you can't do that and you're not doing that, you can't be coaching in 2026.
When's the last time we've seen an active coach get traded?
Trying to see no bum-ass coach get traded.
Bruce Arians.
Wait, hold up. Oh, where he get traded to?
He was with the Cardinals and went to the Buccaneers.
That's a winning coach.
Bill Belichick got traded from the Jets to the Patriots.
Real quick. He was hot, though.
Bruce Arians
was hot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nobody want these dudes is cold, like freezing cold.
Yeah. Trading for a head coach I forgot you could actually do that. Mm-hmm. That's insane. What do I have to give up
But here's
Ben Johnson.
They said the official number is unclear, but there have now been 7 deals involving big name head coaches over the last 25 years. Parcells from Patriots to Jets, Mike Holmgren from Packers to Seahawks, Belichick Jets to Patriots, John Gruden Raiders to Bucks, Herm Edwards Jets to Chief. Jets in here a lot.
But here's the thing
for us to fancy.
But here's the only reason you could consider it. You're not getting a quality not quality. You're not getting an elite coach to Oakland or Vegas. Think about it. They wanted Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was like, we good. I think they wanted Cliff Kingsbury 2 years ago. Remember when they got Pierce? I think they wanted Cliff Kingsbury because Pierce was Pierce one and done?
Pierce was on staff and then ended up being interim, and then I think he took over.
Yeah,
he was one and done.
He was 1 and done 2-5 after.
So he had 2 years, but
I think they wanted Kingsbury when Kingsbury ended up going to be Quinn's OC, and Kingsbury was like, "Y'all ain't got no quarterback. Y'all are Vegas.
I'm not gonna go do this with Aiden O'Connell.
I'm not finna go mess with y'all. So I outside of trading for it, yes, you can get a coach, but can you get like an elite coach?
I don't know what it is, man. You it's like you like him so much, and you don't want to get it through your thick Nigerian hair that the brother is a losing coach. You know what that means? He don't win. Last year they won 3 games.
Yep.
This year 4.
Yeah. Okay.
What is it about you? And
so then, do you go get Doug Peterson? Like, how many coaches have made how many coaches on the street?
Let's try to get I'm okay with going out there and getting a new coach, right? Somebody underneath Ben Johnson. Damn, you been watching Ben Johnson for a while? You hang out with him, you know him, you learn from him. Let me give you a shot. Right? Who else?
Someone from the Shanahan tree. Someone.
Who else? Oh, Kyle, damn, you hang out with Kyle? Ooh, you was doing plays with Kyle. Wait, you was doing the game plan with Kyle. Give him a chance.
You get a Mike McDaniel, maybe?
Let's not give no more losing coaches chances, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
If you lose, you can't get a job. That should be simple.
Someone in the chat said Jeff Havley, defensive coordinator for the Packers. I think he's a good coach.
Hell no, wasn't he?
If you're a Cowboys fan,
he was at Ohio State and took a head coaching job.
Something should be this simple.
Yeah, nah. He was Jeff Havley good. He only took the Boston College job because he didn't want to be DC.
Hold on. Jeff Havley. He coached me at Pitt.
Yeah.
He's coordinator. He was nice.
Yeah.
Well, he was the defensive secondary coach, and they all loved him. They said, they all whispered like, he should be the defensive coordinator.
People really like him.
Then he left there. He went to Boston College, was the head coach, and was doing good. Now he's over there in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Jeff. I like that. I like that move.
Yeah, no, he was hating on him because of Boston College. He was the dude at Ohio State. Had Chase Young, Sam Hubbard,
so he had
Okuda. Bro, yeah. Had them play way better in college than they did in the league.
But do you like that, though?
Do I like Halfley?
No, what I just said about, like, losing coaches shouldn't get a chance. Just like a Cowboys fan should never be a Rams fan. That should never happen.
My argument is...
He argues it.
Bill Belichick, was he a losing coach before?
Yeah. And after.
So maybe you could just make Brady made his entire thing, but like I've seen coaches.
He just said Bill Belichick.
He said Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. Yeah.
I can't take his
great defensive coordinator for the Bears.
No, he got championships
for the Giants.
He got champion. We can't even.
He was a defensive coordinator for a championship team.
He got a chip over there as a D coordinator, and then he got a chip with the Patriots.
But then he went to the Browns. He wasn't that good. He was at the Jets. Wasn't that good. And then he ended up going to the Patriots, and that's what turned it all around.
But he had a championship. Like, he won a chip somewhere. So let's give his guy a chance.
But that's most coordinators. There's a lot of coordinators that win championships. Kellen Moore is
Kevin Stefanski got a championship?
No.
Oh, okay. I might be wrong. I might be just tripping right now.
Where else he at, bro?
We got to keep it pushing.
We got the best topic of the day coming up, man.
Moving forward, we got to talk about this.
We got the best one of the day coming. If y'all still with us in the Speakeasy, buckle up.
Yeah, no, because this one's going to be a good one.
Cam
Newton. Cam Newton had some words about one Drake Maye, saying essentially he's more of a game manager than he is a game changer. I'll let you guys take a listen.
He hates
game manager. When we're talking about the descriptions of tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, Drake Maye is well and capable, has all the upside and skill set. But last year, under his player's status, a head coach was fired. That's not to say, oh man, you can't say that. That wasn't all Drake Maye. He was a young quarterback.
Rookie last year.
Does Gerard Mayo have a job right now?
No, he's out of a job.
Offensive coordinator was Alex Van Pelt. Is he an offensive coordinator anywhere in this league?
Not a coordinator.
Thank you. Now insert Mike Vrabel. Now insert a dynamic play caller in Josh McDaniels. The system is right. So I can't just sit up here and say Drake Maye is a game changer right now because we've only had one season of dynamic play.
Well,
damn! You only really had one. Brother, let's not go there. You wasn't even like that. Insert the gif of Cam Newton in a Super Bowl. I understand that, and they will not understand this. What I'm telling you is the truth. The person that's delivering the truth, you may not like. But guess what? Make sure you like, share, comment. Most of all, make sure you...
I know that's right, though. I like that part. Can I go first?
Go ahead, dude.
Because I like Cam. Cam's one of my favorite dudes. We cool. That's my boy. We cool and all that. But sometimes he gets crazy, though. Like you really went through a rookie's... Last year was his rookie year, correct?
Rookie year, yeah.
So Drake May's rookie year, the head coach gets fired and all that. Like, that ain't his rookie. He don't know nothing.
Correct. Also, Drake May didn't even start all this.
Right. So that's why I didn't get where he was coming from. But I will say this, though. And y'all might not like this. Cam said something about, is he in the caliber, is he the top in that top three? Which is only Lamar, Josh, Pat. Oh, well, Pat's not in that guy. So Pat's up here. But the next tier is Lamar, Josh, and Joe. He's talking about that caliber. But when I look at Cam, though, right? Because I don't think Drake May's there yet. I think he's on his way. I think he's like entering the door because he is an MVP candidate for a reason. In his second year, in his second year playing football, right? He didn't even start his first year the whole way, and he's already in MVP conversations.
He might win it.
That's a great start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this: Drake May's gonna have a better career than Cam. Cam Newton's probably great at like a year or two where he was like elite. Drake May's in that conversation in year two.
Yeah.
He's in a division with Josh Allen. So it's going to be hard as hell to be the best quarterback in that division. But there's going to be times where he's going to be right on Josh's tails, like he is this year. Who's number one, number two, and in division. In Cam's divisions, he played with Drew Brees, which he's not going to be the best in that. And then Matt Ryan. I don't know what type of quarterback you like, but you can't argue me and say, yo, Cam was just ultimately better than Matt Ryan. You can't just say that. You can't just say that. If we talk about careers, talking about a year or two, maybe, cool. But career-wise,
I will argue Matt Ryan better over the course of his career.
That's what I'm saying. Matt Ryan's
got an MVP too.
Yeah, so when I listen to Cam talk, I think sometimes he forgets that football is not based on 1 or 2 years. Football is based on your career. And if you look at his career and I was playing around his time, Cam was a special talent, but Cam was never considered the best quarterback in football or top 3 best quarterback in football other than a year.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel
if we just talking ball, because I love Cam, but we just talking ball.
I'm going to get to that. I completely disagree with Cam Newton on Drake May not being a game changer. Vehemently disagree.
Yeah, he a game changer.
Number one, like, Cam's premise is based upon Drake May's rookie season. I don't count rookie seasons, for better or for worse. Cam,
either.
You know this better than anybody. Cam's first 2 games of his rookie career, he threw for over 400 yards. He never did it again. So rookie seasons are outliers for better and for worse. So Cam, you can't use Drake May's rookie season against him. With that being said, just because somebody has a really good offensive mind doesn't mean they're now unable to be a game changer. He's clearly a game changer because look at who he changed the game with. A rookie in Williams at wide receiver. Rookie running back in Travion Henderson. Ramondre Stevenson, a solid running back. Stephon Diggs, shout out to what Stephon Diggs has been able to do. He's clearly a game changer because he's changing the game. He's on a team that is significantly worse than any roster Cam Newton was ever a part of, talking offensively and defensively. And yet still they're about to be a 1 seed, as good of a seed as Cam Newton has ever been a part of, talking his team success. So he's clearly a game changer. Also, you look at Drake May, and what he does is put the team on his back, which is what Cam Newton did. So I can't say that Drake May is not a game changer because of what he has as an offensive coordinator. Because now, Cam, you're starting to parse out this game changer thing way too much.
Yeah. And it's getting out of
it's getting out of hand.
Because now it's like, now you got people looking at these quarterbacks differently. Like, maybe Drake May ain't running around like he was, but he making plays. Yo, Drake May, you fear Drake May.
Correct.
Like, who he got? Who's on his team? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
They're a game changer. If you look at the offense, who's a game changer on his offense?
Yeah.
Maybe Henderson could be a game-changing moments, but he's not a game changer. Even saying, I heard this, oh my God, watching him. The wide receivers. I would say Stephon Diggs is still that. But even the Patriots, they don't use him like they should. Mm-hmm. If I got Stephon Diggs, he getting 12 targets a game.
Yeah.
They don't do that with him. But when he does get his targets, he balls out. So there's no real game changers on the offense but Drake May.
Yeah.
You take this team with any other quarterback. I don't know if they do this stuff they're doing right now. Cam, I love Cam, but sometimes he come off a little bit like he hating on these young bulls. And I feel like I don't know if Cam better than this young boy. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I don't know if Cam Newton is better than Drake Maye. Drake Maye's in his second year. We talk about him as an MVP candidate. What next year gonna be like? How about the next 2 years when they get him some help on offense? How about when they go out there and get him a real number one type receiver?
Yeah,
a young boy that's like 24 years old that can run all the routes.
Yeah. To Cam's credit though, he also did say like he can't give him that distinction after 1 year. And for that reason, like I can somewhat see where he's coming from. But to say that he's not that this year, if his criteria is you have to do it for multiple years, then cool. If he does the same exact thing he's doing right now next year, there's no argument.
And that makes
there's no argument.
So if you do it for more than 1 year,
I disagree with him.
No, I'm saying you're saying the point is he's saying if you do it for more than 1 year,
he's saying he wants to see it more consistently before he gives him that distinction.
But this the bull crap that I don't like. Because he didn't do it for a whole bunch of years either, though.
I agree.
He had one super crazy Superman year, and he had some good ones after that.
Yeah.
That was it. So how can you do that on your career, and then you coming at this young kid that's in year 2 doing big MVP things?
Yeah, and it doesn't
That's
make
crazy.
sense to me for multiple reasons, though, too, about the game changer thing. If I understand where his criteria is coming from, why he would think the way he's thinking, but I completely disagree because when I look at game changers, those are the guys that can't go out there and have a bad game and their team still wins. You can't. Drake Maye cannot do that. If he goes out there and has a subpar game, they are going to lose the game. But he has to play. But he has to play good to great for them to win.
Here's what Cam's getting at. Cam's getting at game changer. I don't care who your OC is. I don't care what the scheme is. You gonna get busy.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson,
and
Greg Roman, Todd Monken. Mahomes, though Shady would say it's all Andy Reid, but Cam would probably say it's been 3-4 different offensive coordinators. Matt Nagy, Eric Bieniemy, but like Shady would say, Andy Reid's system. People would probably say Justin Herbert. Right, Justin Herbert. You had whoever was calling it under Brandon Staley, then whoever's calling it, then Greg Roman, and many would say Justin Herbert's still getting busy.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, he's always had Zach Taylor, but like I think Josh Allen. Josh Allen had multiple. Ken Dorsey. He had Joe Brady.
Brian Daboll.
He's always gotten busy. So I think what Cam would say is you have to get busy regardless of who's at the scheme. To Shady's point, Shady be saying, "Hey, don't talk to me about this one back, Acho. This back was only good here." I had to get busy in Buffalo. I had to get busy in Philly. I had to get busy without a fullback in Philly and zone read. I had to get busy with the fullback in Buffalo. I had to get busy with the good O-line. I had to get busy with the bad O-line. So I think what Cam is getting at is you have to get busy regardless of the OC. And under Van Pelt last year, Drake Maye, you didn't get busy.
He's a rookie. That doesn't make sense.
So let me ask you, all right, so for your definition, or your and Cam's definition, would you say that Cam was a game changer?
Absolutely.
You say Cam's a game changer also?
Yeah, absolutely.
Trey, you say this too?
I'm working. My bad. What
cool.
happened?
No, you're working, man. I get it.
Yep.
I'm gonna stick to these two.
Yes, sir.
Why was he a game changer?
It didn't matter who was around Cam. Cam was going to get active.
I think he was a game changer.
What's your definition?
There's players that play within the scheme, and then there's players that are the scheme.
Okay, so
Cam Newton was the scheme.
So why I would say that Cam was a game changer is not for the reasons y'all saying.
Talk to me.
Because you saying he's getting busy and all this and that. I don't think he's always got busy. Because I played around that time, and you just look at the numbers, right? I think I would call him a game changer because the things he could do that everybody can't do. He's 6'6". He can run you over. He can run you around. Right, this and that. He has a big arm. Not always accurate, but a big arm. He's a game changer, right? Maybe I might have missed the read. I still gonna make a good play. It's guys like Adrian Peterson. Oh no, not Adrian Peterson. Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
he's missing holes. His eyes are the best. He's a game changer where it don't matter. He's gonna make it happen. So I look at him as a game changer because of that part of it. But to say I don't know if he can get busy in any scheme. How can y'all just sit here and say that? That's not factual.
The reason he could, Shady, is because you're making your scheme around him.
You make your scheme around him.
Like
it's the same way you have to make your scheme around Lamar Jackson. You have to.
Yeah, you make your scheme around
because they're talented, though. So we have some conversations, though.
Talk to me.
The scheme's gonna be different because they are talented, right? Like we always talk about these. Jalen Hurts has all these different coordinators. It don't really matter because the way his talent is based on him is he's a runner first, then thrower. That the coaches have to do that.
Yeah, the Eagles are a run first team. Yeah.
Cam Newton, though, regardless of how y'all say and all this and that third, no matter what coordinator is coming in there, we're going to fit a runner first, passer second.
Yes.
So when you talk about game changers for that point, it's hard to read because, like Mike Vick was a game changer, right? But everybody other than Philly was, we're going to use his legs first and then his arm. When he came to Andy Reid, hold on, dog. We're gonna read and throw this ball around a little bit, and then you can run. So I think the game changer is because of that point of his talent is just different. But game changer as far as we got him as our quarterback. We about to change the whole game? No, because that's not what they did. The Panthers did not just do that. You gonna talk about 1 year where they were super dominant? Other than that, in his rookie season, I don't know if you want to count rookie season. Now he had a crazy year. He threw for 400 yards that never did it again. What I'm saying is, he was a really good quarterback. When you keep talking about this game changer, it's like you acting like you one of the most special players in the league. I'm sorry, not that word, not special. Like you're the best quarterback in the league.
Cam was never the best quarterback.
Or top 5. 1 year. See, y'all want to break. I got to be honest. What years?
From 2000.
Years?
13 to 2015.
That's false.
Cam was
So you saying 2 years, that's top
Cam
5?
had 2 great years out of 3.
So he's only had 1 All-Pro, right?
Yep, that MVP year.
Yeah, MVP year.
That year was phenomenal. But you tell him there wasn't other years where it was going crazy. The one you were talking about, he had 3,300 yards, and he had like 500 yards rushing. That's 3,800 yards for like 25 touchdowns. Is that game?
I'm asking you, but you're not the stat guy, so we can't.
No,
y'all.
But you guys are stat guys.
Sure, I'm both.
Okay. Well, I'm going to the guy that I know best, and the guy I know best, he's a stat guy. I'm giving you stats. I'm not saying Cam was not nice. Cam was nice as shit. Cam was nice.
Cam was crazy.
But when he started talking with his game manager, I'm like, hold up, because you was a game manager because of your talent and skill. You could run, you big, and all that. But as far as this like Tom Brady's a game changer, and he can't run and lick.
Yeah,
I'm throwing the ball everywhere. Drew Brees was a game changer. I'm throwing the ball everywhere. I'm doing everything.
But here's where I think Cam would get in trouble. Outside of the rings, I don't know if Cam would call Tom Brady a game changer. He would have to because of the rings. But I think Cam's game changerness, one, is biased to running quarterbacks. Because only running quarterbacks can exist outside of a scheme.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like only a Jaden Daniels can go rush for 800 yards outside of a scheme.
And that's what I wanted to ask y'all though. Is like, do you think Drake Maye would be having the same season regardless of the offensive coordinator this year?
Absolutely not. Because only a runner can, when everything breaks down. Exactly. I'm just finna get active,
and that's why I hate this argument. Though, I hate this argument. I hate this topic because most quarterbacks are system quarterbacks. Most quarterbacks have to have a good system around them. Most. I'm not saying all. Josh Allen doesn't matter. Yeah. You can put him with me as offensive coordinator. He's gonna get busy.
But he's better with a good coordinator. It's any player.
Of course, as is anyone. No, and I agree with that. What I'm saying is though, like some quarterbacks, we throw this game manager, game changer thing on them. But it's about playing on time versus not playing or being able to extend plays. Well, the guys that can extend plays, that's who the game changers are versus the ones that literally.
Even some of that stuff is like, okay, I might miss a read, right? It's a guy, why don't I missed the read? But I can run, right? And I might go for 25 yards, but that was a freaking 80-yard touchdown.
Yes.
But you going to call me a game changer? See, that's bullcrap.
Yeah.
Right? Get busy. Play the quarterback just in the right way. Yeah. If you can run, cool. That's cool.
That's why I think the best distinction for this is if you play well, you have to play well for your team to win. That's a game changer to me. If you don't play well, if Josh Allen goes out there and he does not play well, the Bills are probably not winning that game. And obviously that circumstance and whatnot, but I think the game managers are the ones that, hey, don't mess it up. Like we talked about Sam Darnold today. Don't mess up the game. You have a solid enough team around you, the Kirk Cousins of the world. You can have a lot of talent around you, but your job is to not mess it up. If you put another a more talented quarterback in that Vikings offense, they might average 40 a game. You know what I mean? It's just about not messing it up versus I need you to go win me the game. So you have to be the best player on the field.
I got one for you though. What is Jalen Hurts? Is he a game manager or a game changer?
In the playoffs? Or in the regular season?
We just talking about regular season football.
Regular season football,
he manages the game. I'd say he's a game manager. Yeah. But that's because he manages more games than he changes. But he has the ability to be a game changer.
I just feel like if Jalen was another team, right? Because game manager, from my opinion, from what Cam says, or how I see Cam as a game changer, Jalen Hurts would be running around all day. If he played for whatever team you want to pick, other than the Eagles, he's gonna run the ball way more, just scrambling. because I can't not hide, but I don't got Saquon and the great offensive line and the wide receivers and the great defense where I could just manage the game. Okay, let's do all the bare minimum stuff. I think he'll do more things, run the ball more, right? Because most game changers, from what Cam is saying, the way I look at him is if you can run and be a special type of talent, then you're a game changer. Because the quarterback's like, I can't game plan this guy the normal way I would game plan the quarterback. So when I look at a game changer, I look at it as that. Because when I look at Cam, he was a game changer to me because his God-gifted talent. He's 6'6", I can run you over, I can throw a deep pass, it's hard to tackle him. But not a game changer like I would look at a guy like Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen, real quick, if I had a game changer, I would say Cam is because his God-gifted talents.
Yep.
When I look at Josh Allen, I think he's a game changer because he's elite at everything.
Yeah.
Elite quarterback. I throw with the best of them. I can run with the best of them. I can do it all. I can play any scheme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a real definition of a game changer.
Let me ask you this. Is it not as simple as just, is this dude special? I think we using too many words.
No.
Half the time you can look and just say, like, he's special.
Yeah, but see,
like, Cam is special. Mahomes special.
See,
Allen special.
No. You're not gonna say Cam is special like Pat. No, you can't do that.
But I'm saying they're all special.
No. I'm not letting you do that. No.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you do that.
Well, let's hear.
They're not the same boat.
No, I'm just saying they're all special.
No, you can't say that. You can say they both was nice, or you say they both was.
Cam is special.
They're different, but they're different specials. Like Pat's special is I can do everything.
Yeah,
I can run when I need to run. I can throw when I need to throw it. I can win with bump wide receivers. I can win with great. I can do everything. I'm a champ. I'm everything. Come on. I think the special for Cam is he's a special God-gifted talent.
Shady, Cam was special though, 2-5. Cam was crazy.
I just said that. I just said Cam was special.
Yeah.
But you can't be taken serious if you're saying Cam is just as special like Pat special. You can't do that. They can't be in the same.
No, they can't.
All right, so break it up though. So find a way you read enough books to break it up. That's the same with Josh. Yeah. You can't put Josh and Cam in the same sentence. You can't put the same sentence with Pat and
I think you can put Josh and Cam in the same sentence. The difference is I think Josh is like he's a 2025 version. Like Josh is the updated version of Cam.
Can I be honest though? Schemes matter so much, bro. Schemes matter so much. Matt Ryan, we can all agree, is an incredible quarterback. But he's likely, if he has Kyle Shanahan as his offensive coordinator his entire career, he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Like he won an MVP. We never really played he had good seasons, but MVP caliber seasons, not too many of them around his career. When he had Kyle Shanahan, MVP caliber player. Alex Smith, when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid, he ate like crazy.
He ain't that
now,
good
obviously,
either.
Exactly. He's not that good, but that's my point though. It's like it matters. And also, I'll let Cam explain. Trey sent me this video. So if things go wrong, it's his fault. But I'll let Cam explain what his definition of a game manager versus a game changer is.
Game managers. He sounds like the people literally tweeting at me from their basement, like, get back in the kitchen. Like, it's like you are at home.
The thing that I have a problem with is address the point that I made, not me. And I think oftentimes that happens in regards of athletes trying to make their point. Game manager is not a negative connotation. My definition of that managing player is a player who has the ability to make the right play at the right time. There's really only 3 to potentially 5 game changers in the NFL right now. Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. When I think about ultimate elite game managers, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, game changer and game manager is not something where I'm saying this person is not physically capable of making some great plays. I'm not saying that. A game changer is a truck. A game manager is a trailer. A truck pulls a team together and is the reason why this team is having success. A game manager is merely a trailer that's attached to something to make it go. When I see a guy like Brock Purdy, yes, did he make hell of a throws? Yes. Is he making elite decisions? Yes, but He's putting it in guys like Deebo Samuels and Christian McCaffrey. Like that's
This is back in
that was from
2023.
2023. Yeah.
Wait, did he say that
context.
Peyton Manning was a?
But yeah, he said an elite
game
game manager.
manager.
Elite game manager. And
Like I said,
then proceeded to call him a traitor.
Yeah.
I watched this dude.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Oh man, he choked up.
I watched Peyton Manning call the whole game by himself. Like, fake. Okay, what they in? Like, Omaha.
That's a game changer.
And then doing his own plays.
Yeah.
It would be so crazy. I remember in practice, I never watched the defense. We watching the defense because they go against Peyton Manning. The defense wanted to hold their disguise to the last 3 seconds of the play clock because they knew if they showed it any time earlier,
Peyton was reading it
he was reading the covers. He knew what it was.
immediately.
Now, how the F in the world is that not a game changer?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
You don't need
yeah.
a coordinator.
Yeah.
But the game
He's
changer,
yeah.
the game changer he's trying to really say is the guy that's the most talented. Because Peyton Manning probably ain't the most talented. Can't move, can't run. You know what I mean? Everything is like traditional. The way he throws the ball and all that.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, he can run a little bit and he can throw these crazy passes and all that. So that looks more talented. So that's what I said. Cam is talking about game changer as the talent base because from all the quarterbacks he just named, the quarterbacks he just talked about, he can't play with them dudes.
Yeah.
Think about what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
He said Aaron Rodgers, he said Lamar Jackson, he said Patrick Mahomes, he said Josh. He ain't in that class with them dudes, but his talent is. So that's why he's a game changer. But if we're talking about this regular play, see now and I don't want to go there because Cam, my
That's
boy,
your
but
guy,
I
yeah.
hate hearing stuff like that because now you misleading people.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. How the F in the world is Peyton Manning not a game changer? What is he then?
Literally changed the game.
He the trailer. No, you can think about that though.
Peyton is in no way a trailer.
Come on, dog.
If Peyton had a bad game, the Colts are gonna lose.
What?
Like it's just like it's not gonna happen. I don't know.
Come on, yo.
Yeah, I think Cam is too biased to the athleticism of it all.
Yeah.
Like he's
But
not valuing the intellect of it all at all.
So now, can we be honest here though? Since we're talking about ball, and this is no bias, it's not no disrespect because we all love Cam. If we just talking about, we're gonna put talent to the side. We're gonna talk about actual just play. You just playing the quarterback position. Can he hang out with them dudes?
Which list?
We talking about the game changers he talked about. We talking about the career base. We talking about career base.
I think
we're not talking about 1 year or two. We talking about career. Your career.
Your career? No.
Oh no, Shady.
no.
But that's not.
So
fair,
I don't get when we talk about athletes. When do we just start talking about 1 or 2 years? We never do that with nobody though. You know what, yo, dog, you was the greatest of all time, and you don't never do that.
Don't we sometimes?
But
right?
1 year matters.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think, and again, I'm stepping outside my comfort zone here. I don't think Gale Sayers played all that long.
He did.
No.
He played like
But
7 years.
but people will be like,
Strong.
hey. Gale Sayers wanted. Some will say he's top 5.
Yeah.
D Rose, obviously he didn't play as long as he could have from a health perspective.
Bo Jackson.
But people will be like, oh, Bo Jackson. Like people will
No,
say
they don't. We do the what ifs.
people say that about Gale Sayers.
People for sure say it about D Rose.
Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Great player. I don't put him up there with the Magics and the Stephs.
No.
I ain't
But
doing that.
people will say like, hey, but if you ain't get hurt though.
Yeah.
I don't know if them people played or not. I play. I don't do the what ifs. It's shit.
What about Gale? You talk about Gale.
I love Gale Sayers. He one of my favorites running backs.
Exactly. That's my point.
What about Bo Jackson?
But that don't make that just because he's one of my favorites don't mean he's the best running back.
But don't you think like Gale could sit at a table with Frank Gore?
No.
Could Bo Jackson sit at a table with Frank Gore? Because now you're being biased.
Talent matters.
Now you're being biased.
For example,
I see. Don't dodge.
No, I'm not.
All right,
Are we
go
having a talent conversation? Or are we having a football career conversation? Because I'm all about the.
But you don't want to preface it with a career though. Like if we're just talking career, it's not a conversation.
All right, so Frank Gore. I don't know if Frank Gore is one of my best friends. I don't know if he's the most talented running back. He's not. Frank Gore to me is not a top 10 talented running back. But you know what he is? He's a top 3 rushing yards of all time.
But to me, that's
so him playing long 17 years. That's not easy to do.
That
matters.
That's not as dynamic a conversation to me. Because here's why. Like I think about a guy like I think Derek Carr is like top 20 all time in passing yards. Kirk Cousins is going to retire like top 13 or something all time in passing yards. Matt Ryan, I think, is top 10.
And they can't talk about being elite like Cam Newton can talk about being elite.
They can't. Come on, Shady.
Matt Ryan can't. So wait,
Matt Ryan has an MVP though.
He's the best case.
So Cam Newton, as a quarterback, was better than Matt Ryan.
Are we at their peak, or are we talking about their whole career? Their whole career.
We played
it's Matt
football.
Ryan.
Cam was more special than Matt, for sure.
He's way more talented. Yes,
He's more special.
I didn't ask you, was he more special? Because Cam wins that race about everybody. He's more special than Tom Brady. He's more special than all them dudes. Drew Brees, more special than Drew Brees. He's more special than Phillip Rivers. He's more special than guys. I'm asking you, who is a better quarterback?
I'd rather have Cam. But here's
At their
why.
peaks, I'd rather have Cam.
But I want Shady to answer who's a better running back, Bo Jackson or Frank Gore, because you ain't answered that.
Yeah, you didn't.
I just told y'all. What we
Bo Jackson or Frank Gore?
Because
who's a better running back?
If you had to start a team right now,
he's third leading rusher of all time, though. That don't matter for nothing, though.
Shady, you're not
it does matter. Your career
He played
matters.
17 years. So another thing I not take into consideration, right? To play football is a great thing to do. To keep playing is even greater. So I'm not going to applaud a person that couldn't stay healthy because it's hard as hell to stay healthy in football.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
That's the argument.
Right, because I play football,
That's
right?
fair.
And it's sometimes like, damn, yo, my groin is messed up. Nobody want to hear that. You think fans come to see 25 play going to hear that? Your groin, you ain't playing? No, I'm playing. And I got to keep playing. Now, some dudes, I'm hurt, coach. I can't play. So what I'm telling you is being available matters in sports. I'm not about to sit here and I remember we interviewed Gilbert Arenas. He was he was one of my favorite offensive players, and we still cool. And I remember he was like, he said, "Yo, my first 6 years was better than Steph Curry, or my first 6 years I was better than Steph Curry." And I'm like, "Hold up, dude. What that mean? That's you get a point for that? You do his career, yo. I was better than he was a player. How? Look at my numbers. Look at my career. You do the careers. You don't do 1 or 2 years or 3 years. What is that?
Sometimes that matters.
You know what that is? That's fantasy football. That's fan stuff. That's what fans do.
That's fair.
Yo, I'm gonna take my man because when we had Derrick Rose, when he was playing, that's fan stuff. But players that play the game that sweat and tears, you every year count.
But I also don't think, Shady, you can just elevate average because it was elongated.
Elongated average.
You know what I mean? Like a long average isn't better than like a short elite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Kirk Cousins has a better career than Cam Newton. He's never played on an MVP level.
Because if that's the case, I don't know why y'all have ever argued Jordan over LeBron. If we talking longevity, I don't know why y'all have ever. And I ain't trying to make it a LeBron Jordan debate. But that's the same argument.
But think about this: Kirk Cousins and Andrew Luck, they're the same draft class because they're my draft class. Kirk Cousins and Andrew Luck. Kirk Cousins has had a better career than Andrew Luck.
Yeah,
but like nobody would even.
That's silly. That's silly.
Why would we say that? Because my man been all pro and Pro Bowls. Is he better than him?
His career.
How?
Shady, one is probably been to the playoffs more.
What was
he hasn't won.
Was he rookie of the year?
Nah, Robert. Like so,
I can't. So it depends what stats you like. Because you might like the long stat.
But think about it. You gave me Frank Gore. You gave me passing yards. Right, like if I'm Kirk Cousins had a better career than Andrew Luck.
Has Kirk ever been an All Pro?
No.
I don't. So I never really argue with players that never been an All Pro.
Luck get All Pro? Because I don't know.
Luck's never been All Pro.
Luck's never been an All Pro.
4-time Pro Bowl, never.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, they both have the same number of Pro Bowls.
Yeah.
Well, wait, no.
Got way more passing yards.
No. I think one guy is an alternate. We don't count alternates in real life.
But Shady, you don't get called out. Your argument got some holes in it right now.
Where?
Because Kirk has been average for a very long time. And Andrew Luck was elite-ish for like 3 years.
3 years,
yeah. He was elite-ish for 3 years.
I mean,
same draft class.
That's a tough one because he retired for other reasons.
Health.
Health.
No,
Shady.
don't do that, Shady. He said y'all don't have no offensive line for me. I'm gone.
So hold up. So Kirk Cousins has been a 4-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
But he's been an alternate though.
I don't know. Care Bears got that pulled up.
That shit don't count. That don't count. You alternate?
I'm looking at Luck.
All I'm saying,
I don't count alternate.
I'm saying you can't just say your average was super. You were average for a long time, so hell yeah.
But this is what I'm telling you. I keep saying it again. Frank Gore, you act like he was average. He's not Kirk Cousins, dude. Dude got all pros. That's what it is. And Pro Bowls. He ain't no average guy.
Yeah, he's an all pro.
Kirk is average. Maybe above average. He was above average.
Yeah.
That's not Frank Gore. Y'all ain't like Frank Gore was just
no. We compared Frank to Bo Jackson.
Nice.
Like Andrew Luck's not Bo Jackson.
But what I'm saying is, Frank Gore was a really good running back, dog. He wasn't Kirk. He wasn't Kirk.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Cousins. Dude was an All Pro. It's one of the best running backs in football.
But Cam Newton wasn't Bo Jackson either. So Bo Jackson to Frank Gore is a more. Andrew Luck. Yeah. It is Bo Jackson and Frank Gore is a more fair comparison, or is an equal comparison to Kirk Cousins and Andrew Luck.
I just think it's about playing the game at the highest level, though. Like there's
Like
nothing that a guy that's not an MVP is going to tell, like, a dude that actually went out there and won the most valuable player in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Kirk
I don't
Cousins
care how
can't
long
talk.
you were average.
Yeah, like
congrats on your averageness for 15 years.
You were
I was
literally
the
voted.
best for a year.
You were the best in the NFL.
For
You
a
have
year.
an MVP trophy.
Yeah, like, congrats on your 20-year playing
know, but-
career.
but I'm saying,
Facts, yeah.
I was bad.
Kirk Cousins would trade his. Would he trade his career for
He
Cam
wouldn't
Newton?
because of the money.
He would,
but
yeah, not money wise, but
Wait,
accolades.
wait.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that.
I don't know if I would say that Kurt's career is better than Cam's.
You can't.
Right.
But the
point
peak
was-
of Cam's career
no,
is better than the
time
peak
out.
of Kirk's career.
No, Cam got an All-Pro and
Yeah,
an
MVP.
MVP.
Correct.
So what are we talking about here? An MVP and an All-Pro? He's better than him. What part y'all not understanding? I'm lost.
Hey, let me ask you this: Stafford's career better than Cam's?
Yeah. Cam can't. Y'all think Cam can mess with Matthew Stafford?
I think
I don't know if
Stafford's
Stafford
career is
got
better.
no pro. G.
Hold up.
He about to get one.
Confirm that Stafford has
Wait,
an all
wait,
pro.
wait, wait,
You don't respect no all pros.
Time out. Hold on.
You don't respect no all pros.
Wait, real quick.
No all pros.
I want to
all
ask you.
pros.
Hold up.
For Stafford.
Okay, now, but your eyes work. though.
Three-time Pro Bowl.
Your eyes work.
I hope yours work too when
So
you
time
watch
out.
Cam's 2-5. I hope yours
You
work
was talking
too.
about 1 year? I would hate to play all these years in football and people only talk to me about 1 year in my
Stafford's
career.
never been an all pro.
No
He's
all-pros.
never been top two in his. He's played for 15 years.
Okay.
never
Never been
been
an
top
all-pro.
two.
So why? Hold up. So this
15 years.
So this year he gonna be All Pro this year, right? Because you're a voter. You better do the right thing. So he's been All Pro this year. And he won a chip, and you tell me he not better.
Shady, he won a chip. One of the best players on his team.
Who better on it? Hold up.
He was the fourth best player on that team.
What?
Maybe.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who's Cam though?
AD.
Cam was a second. Luke Kuechly, Cam Newton.
It depends. TD
Luke Kuechly, Cam Newton.
T. Davis was nice to me.
Cam Newton was MVP.
All right, but I
of
don't
the league.
argue that. Who the fourth? I don't want to do that. That's silly.
That matters.
Let's talk about this real quick.
Talk to me.
Who's better out of Cam Newton and Matthew Stafford as a quarterback? I'm asking you for a reason. I ain't like you played in football. Like you didn't play defense.
Stafford goes crazy, but 2-5.
I'm asking you who's better. I'm asking you who's a better quarterback.
They're so different, but Stafford goes crazy. But think about
I didn't
this,
ask you who
though.
go crazy. I asked you who's better.
Cam with Puka, Cam with Devontae,
And you know what?
Cam with McVay.
And no wide receivers would be upset.
Okay.
And if you ask some wide receivers, who would you rather have?
Of course, Matthew Stafford.
All right. So stop playing this silly game.
Can I?
You know what Sean
I
McVay
have
would do
something
with
else to
Cam
say.
Newton?
Trade.
Puka.
He would trade that shit quick.
That's crazy.
You see that first hole that's out, dirt ball. Oh hell no, hell no. And you know it. You know it. Like
McVay would hate Cam
I hear we can't.
He not
be-
wrong.
How we
He
can't be
that's-
real
yeah.
and still like I give Cam his credit because Cam was nice,
yeah.
but I'm not going because we boys just let him like. Come on, dude.
I think there is like a bit of there's a
You was
harsh
good, but you
judgment.
wasn't. He was
was that good,
Cam
though.
is
Shady Cam was that
Cam was
good.
nice as shit.
Cam
But
was that
but
good.
the way Cam be talking sometimes, he act like he was super crazy.
it's 'cause Cam-
and it's only been and he had
No,
one
here's-
super
here's
crazy
why.
year.
Let me say this.
That's the truth.
The game of football. Game of it. Because football is a game you play at several levels.
Yeah, dude.
and there's
man.
different criteria. Cam Newton is probably a top 20 player of the game of football of all time. The game of football. Collegiately,
What?
professionally.
You playing? That's why you laughing.
I don't-
Philly.
yeah,
You trying to
I
get me
don't
going though?
I'm
You talking
not.
about?
No.
Real quick, and I'm done.
Shady, think
No,
about
no,
it.
no, no,
His
real
peak
quick,
was
real quick.
crazy
Alvin
high,
Shady.
but no.
No, hold on.
How many years Cam got? How many years
Let
Cam
me
got?
cook.
How many years? Go to cook. How many years he got though?
Cam goes to junior
He's
college.
trying to be funny though.
Wins.
What we talking?
Cam goes to
Where do you
D1.
go? Where do you go to college? Junior
Wins.
college. Where do you go to college?
Blinn.
How many games he win? He won a championship.
He won the
What are we
championship.
talking about? Junior college.
Hold on. Then he goes to Auburn.
Played 11 years.
Wins. Then he gets the number
Yo,
one pick
yo, I got
for the
one for you.
Panthers. Goes to the Super
I
Bowl.
got one for you because I don't hear nobody want to hear this silly stuff.
That's
he been in the league for 11 years. 11 years, right?
Yep.
How many times was Cam Newton like a top 7 quarterback? This top 7. You gonna give me 1 year? Because his rookie year, we had the crazy year. The rookie year he had the crazy year. He's a rookie.
The only thing I'm gonna say is this:
He ain't gonna answer that question.
2013, he was the top 7 runner.
Cam.
That's one.
That's 2. Yeah, 2013, 2015, 2 years.
Those are the two, not the rookie one. The rookie's
So
11.
hold up. Out of 2 years, right?
Out of 11.
Out of 11 years, you tell me you was a top 7. I ain't even top 7 quarterback twice.
Shady's on. Cam is more conducive to winning than the majority of people you've named.
He's not a Hall of Famer, but at the same time,
You're
he's
not-
like.
Listen what I'm asking you, though. I'm asking you, out of his 11 years, you would say he's twice top 7 best quarterback in the league?
That's just not accurate. I think.
Oh, it was more than 7?
Yes,
More than 2? What years?
Because I think.
Just tell me how many times then. Just tell me how many times.
I would say.
We got stats up here,
I
though.
would say from 13. I would say, honestly, probably from 12 to 16, 17, Cam was top 7. Because the thing is,
That's
remember,
not, that's not accurate. That's
Well,
not accurate.
Here's why it is. Because, Shady,
Go to the quarterbacks.
We're going into seasons and we're saying, oh, snap, Cam's here. But if Cam's hurt, then yes, his stats are going to be atrocious. But
What? What does that mean?
Meaning Cam might have bad stats for a season because he didn't play the whole season.
So how the F are you to top 7 if you're not even finishing the year out?
Meaning this, Joe Burrow this year, are we just going to act like he was dead? No, he's just hurt. But I'm not going to say Joe Burrow wasn't a top 7 quarterback. He's hurt.
Yeah, he played every season in those first 5, 6, 7.
Now how's your argument look now? How's your argument look? Because you did it. He's manipulating y'all again.
In his first
now
8 seasons,
manipulation's
he played
not
every
working.
game.
So he played almost all them games. So what's your excuse?
He got hurt in 2014 and then also in 2016 and 2018. But he played in 14 or more games in all of those years.
Okay, now let's go to the quarterbacks though, because I'm trying to make a point here though.
So are we starting in 2012?
Oh, I forgot about Carson Palmer. I forgot about him.
You're taking Cam over. Now you're being disingenuous.
Wait,
You're
he
taking
was
Carson Palmer.
Man, okay. All right, y'all some fan shit. I don't know. Let's go though. Was he burning Tony Romo when Tony Romo was really doing it? I play against Tony Romo. What?
You're taking Tony Romo over Cam
You
now,
want to take about
Shady?
1 year?
You talking
Yo,
about
y'all dudes-
an ultimate
Bro,
game manager.
I'm not going to let y'all
Shady.
do it. So time out.
Oh. Tony Romo was a
Tony Romo
gunslinger,
was
bro.
weak?
Tony Romo was weak. He wasn't Cam.
Tony Romo
Shady.
he wasn't Cam.
He wasn't Cam.
He wasn't
Cam.
Yo,
Shady.
Acho, I don't know if you're listening or not.
Cam
dog.
was the game plan.
Wait, time out.
Cam was the game plan.
That shit says 4,900 yards? I must be, hold up.
Yeah.
Come
Tony
on.
Romo. It also says 19 picks, but we're not going to.
I don't give a fuck about that.
My
man,
You don't care about 28
you should care about that,
19
though.
picks?
That's the reason why we didn't win that year. Tony Romo turned the ball over.
No. 4,900 yards?
So look,
You ain't messing
2012.
around.
I'll go through it.
picks,
2012. Some of the top quarterbacks: Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, Peyton Manning was amazing that year with the
12, Tony, Cam's not better than these dudes then.
Wait, can we count?
Now, in 12, he's not better than these
We need to
dudes.
count, though. Let's count 7 and we're going to move on.
Let's go through bad.
Let's do that. Let's
Aaron
go.
Rodgers better.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning better.
Duh.
You would say Tom Brady's better, of course.
Yep.
After that,
Russell
Drew
Wilson,
Brees.
he's up there.
Drew Brees is better.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers is better. That's 5.
No, he's not.
Phillip Rivers.
Oh! Yo, I'm done with the conversation, though.
I'm done with it.
Phillip Cam Newton? What year? You know, think about
In 2012, Phillip Rivers and Cam Newton.
2012, yes.
Yeah.
But
You're talking about 1 year, though.
Phillip Rivers' peak is
what?
he's just not that great.
Yeah, RG3 was better that year.
Oh my God. Like Phillip, Cam Newton was the system. He was everything. He was who you circle. You're not circling Jonathan Stewart, my dog. You're not circling the other running back.
That's not true. They got busy too. That's not true.
You're not
That's not true.
circling them though, Shady.
Time out, though.
Being circled.
This what I don't get though.
They're not being circled.
Acho, you're talking about the way you game plan for the player. Cool. You're not worried about Tom Brady the same way you worry about Cam Newton. If you're talking like that, that's the truth. Out of all these quarterbacks we talking about, you're gonna worry about Cam Newton more than all these guys. You're gonna serve him the most. But when we're talking about playing the game, playing the quarterback position, there's no way in your mind, in the thick ass head of yours, you telling me that Cam Newton is better than Phillip Rivers? In what country?
In America.
In 2015, he was better than Phillip Rivers.
Here's what I'm saying.
In Cam's prime, he was up there.
That's 1 year? That's the
2013, I would say he was up there.
What year was the Super Bowl? 15?
2015.
That's all you're gonna talk about. That's it.
Man,
I'm not wasting my time no more though.
Let's get
This
out
is
of
silly
here.
though.
Let's get out of here.
Yo, because y'all letting because y'all cool dudes. I'm cool.
No, it's not even about being cool.
I'm just
with
being
it.
honest with y'all. That's crazy.
It's not. There's certain
That's silly conversation.
There's certain quarterbacks.
Phillip Rivers not better than Cam Newton though.
Phillip's
In what
not
country?
Phillip's not better.
Is he more talented? No. He's not more talented than Cam Newton.
Phillip's not better than Cam Newton.
Any quarterback.
Phillip played with LaDainian Tomlinson, Antonio Gates. He had first ballot Hall of Famers.
What does that mean?
That means that Phillip had much more help.
There's more.
Much more help.
All right.
Cam Newton played with Steve Smith for a year, and shout out to Greg Olson.
I say this much. A lot of
Danian Tomlinson.
If you ask Antonio Gates to go over there and play with Cam, you ask wide receivers to go over there and play with Cam.
Greg Olsen got busy with Cam.
I guarantee you this.
Greg Olsen got busy with Cam.
I heard you
All
first time. I guarantee you this though. The wide receivers will take their ass to go to San Diego. You laugh, you know I'm telling the truth.
You're right about that.
Yeah, so what do you mean? So you saying to help?
Cam
what you mean?
Cam gonna give you a better chance to win, though.
So wait, so if he had, give me a good wide receiver core before we leave.
A good
Any year.
For Cam?
No, I'm saying give me a good like
Peyton?
Aaron Rodgers when he had Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
So with the Denver or you want the Colts?
Either one.
So
we'll go Colts.
Let's go Colts. So if Cam was with the Colts, you tell me they're gonna have more yards?
No, of course not.
So why you keep talking about these wide receivers then?
Because think about how they would have helped Cam. Like Cam might have hurt them, but they would have helped Cam. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You feel me though?
Yeah, I do. No, that does make sense.
The wide receivers, they're gonna be upset. They're gonna be reading books on the sideline. They're gonna be reading poems on the sideline. They're gonna do all that type of stuff.
I'm saying this: AJ has helped Jalen. Jalen may have hurt AJ, but AJ's helped Jalen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you bring it. So you tell me that this quarterback is better. You saying it's called I just want to get this straight. You tell me that Cam was better than Phillip Rivers, but the wide receivers are gonna be happy with Phillip Rivers. And if they were Cam, they're going to be more pissed off. Is that what I'm reading?
Yeah, that's what you're saying, yes. And that's facts. But they'd help Cam.
How does that make sense?
Ethan, play some music, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Cam Newton was like top 5 in touchdowns every single year.
Running?
Real quick. Running and passing from 2011 to 2015.
One or the other, who y'all got? 2000 Ravens defense or 2014 Seahawks defense?
That Ravens defense was
I don't even want to talk about none of that.
2000 Ravens?
2000 Ravens or 2014
Seahawks.
Look,
ask the chat.
We do need to get up out of here, man.
Phillip Rivers or Cam. That was
Cam Newton prime?
though.
Phillip Rivers
What's the
cool.
prime? 2 years?
Phillip was cool.
From 2011 to 2015, he was top 5.
I don't think Phillip
You're
Rivers
looking
has
at
an
passing
all-pro.
stats, though.
Y'all make me not even play. I don't even want to play football no more,
Phillip Rivers have an all-pro.
I haven't played, man. This shit doesn't make sense.
I think Phillip Rivers has an all-pro, Shady. Shady does not respect all-pros. Or if you ain't got no all-pros, so let's see. If Phillip Rivers has an all-pro.
No, he has 8 Pro Bowls.
What?
8 Pro Bowls,
and
no all-pros.
Shady, get out of here.
And he's never an all-pro player?
He was never an all-pro. You don't even respect him. You don't even respect him.
MVP, though.
No, he's never.
Is that MVP?
No,
he finished third in MVP.
He finished top in MVP.
Cam finished first.
Yeah,
Come on, I do this, Shady.
It's tough. Look, moving forward, we have nothing else to talk about.
Y'all be tripping,
Look,
man.
we appreciate you guys
Shady
tuning in.
had you
We
on the
will be
ropes for a
back here
second.
tomorrow.
I thought he was
Sunday night football. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to close the damn show.
My
One sec. Look, we will be back here tomorrow night after Sunday night football. You know who's playing, Acho?
Ravens Steelers, baby.
Ravens and Steelers for the division. The division on the line. Sunday night football is going to be an amazing game. We will be back here in the Speakeasy around 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, and 8:15 p.m. Pacific in the Speakeasy in 2026.
Still not?
We're still
no love for the
not respecting Mountain
I tried, Joe.
Time. I'm sorry. I
don't
couldn't do
respect
it. I couldn't. We still don't respect
Y'all
Mountain
don't
Time.
respect careers either, so we'll be careful.
We do not.
All you need is a good year or two.
Cam Newton,
a good year to be happy.
Cam Newton has done something Phillip Rivers has never done, and that is winning Most Valuable Player award in the NFL. Look, we'll see you guys back here tomorrow for Care Bear Kieran, for LaShawn Shane McCoy, Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey, everyone in the back. Make some noise in the back. Seahawks fans very happy. Look, we'll see you guys tomorrow right back here in the Speakeasy.
Yeah. From now on, I'm giving my takes. I ain't doing no arguing no more. I'm done arguing.
You might drop it.